Welcome to the show, Sun Glitters.
Hello, Grubby. Hello, chat. What's up?
Sun Glitters, good to see you again and welcome to the show. Thank you for the raid earlier today.
Yes.
And it was good to see you
yesterday
play.
Excited me so much that I actually started playing Warcraft 3 again today.
Good shit.
And I surprised myself. And yeah, that was very, very interesting.
You were so close to win some of them. I caught a couple of games during breakfast.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know if I was close. I feel like I fucked it up all the time. I started remembering our coaching sessions. Some of it.
All good memories, no doubt.
Yes, very, very.
We also have a new guest on the show. Thanks for joining us today, Sing Sing, for another co-cast. What's up? We got a Grubby Invitational winner, the last one that was run. What's up, Sing Sing? How's it going?
It's going good. Thank you for having me.
Good.
Hello.
Good to have you
Hello,
here.
Sunny Glitters.
It's good to have you here. Sing Sing, what do you make of the Dantes Tyler match?
I mean, if Tyler won, like, unblocks keyboard and monitor, I think there's a chance. Oh, and mouse too. I think he might still win with one, with no hot keybinds and stuff.
It's fucked up.
Now, of course, if he loses even a single map, even if he wins the series, this might still not be that pleasant for him. Dantes and Tyler have a bit of a friendly rivalry. In fact, Dantes asked if he could join the pregame chat so that he could wish his well-esteemed opponent some good luck. Let me read his exact message. Dantes is such a gentleman. He's such a perfect gentleman. He said, Grubby, please allot me 5 minutes after 4 p.m. so I may talk to my fellow compatriots and wish him well in the matches. Thank you. I'd be okay with that. I don't know if they're listening, but I'd be okay with both Dantes and Tyler together or separately joining the voice chat now to kind of give their thoughts on the tournament and or on each other. I don't know if Dantes is live yet.
Yeah, there's no rivalry here, you dumbass. Did you really tell him? There's no
Wait, Tyler, you're right. There isn't a rivalry. It's just a one. Okay, wait. Never mind. You can talk. I just woke up.
There's no rivalry. You're shit at everything you do, guys. In case you don't know who Dantes is, he's a one-trick peak challenger Hecarim only player. He's tried to diversify and expand his role in League of Legends, and he has gotten hard stuck at a laughable rank called Diamond in both. He is now trying to tackle Warcraft 3, and he's giga stuck at 400 MMR. He's terrible at everything he does.
Okay, so in case you didn't know who Tyler is, Tyler's the guy that in the last week has actually lost 3 tournaments, and he's about to make it his 4th. He's been stuck Diamond this entire season in League of Legends so far, and he managed to peak medium elo in Street Fighter 6, which is his most impressive accomplishment in the last 3 years.
Google me. That's all I gotta say. I have all of the paperwork to disclaim all that bullshit. You have nothing, Dantes.
Okay, you know what, Tyler? How about
you lost the game to Mary Maybe, brother. In a discussion.
And you're gonna lose 2 games to me. So who's the real winner?
Bro, Dantes, if you 2-0 me, I'm not streaming, by the way, for 8 months straight. I'll quit streaming. I'm that
Tyler,
confident.
What if it's a 2-1?
It's not gonna be a 2-1. Dantes, you're not gonna win at one single game.
No, you're avoiding the question. See,
I will not lose a single game to you, bro. Yes, I'll quit streaming too. If it's 2-1, I'll quit streaming. You're not winning a game.
Okay, what if I win a single game against you?
I just said I'll still quit streaming. You're not gonna win any.
For 8 months. 8 months, no streaming.
Fine. And if I beat you 2-0, give me your next Twitch paycheck. What, are you scared? What? Whoa, oh, so we're scared.
Okay, how about this? This is what we'll do, okay? What we'll do, Tyler, is that if I beat you, you have to refer to yourself as Lil T, and I become Big D.
All right, Lil D, chill.
No. If I win, the roles get reversed for 6 months. You need to refer to yourself as Lil T, and I'm Big D.
Okay, we're not doing this. No, that's...
Right,
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready anytime. You've had all night to practice. I saw you rage queuing League of Legends last night. You're not about this WC3 life. We'll see.
Got the game name in the lobby, guys, whenever you're ready. We got this show under the road.
Good luck, Dantes. You'll need it, brother. Everybody pray for him.
Hey, listen, I'd say good luck to you too, but I don't feel like giving it to you.
I don't feel like anything. Fuck you. Bye.
Bye.
My fucking god, Jesus Christ.
I love that. Yes. I enjoyed the trash talk. Holy shit. The best.
Sing Sing, you got some Dota 2 memories coming back to you?
Oh, I mean, when I was like 14, maybe, yeah. It was a similar scenario, maybe worse.
In Dota 2, it was worse for you?
Oh no, Dota 1. I think in Dota 2 people already kind of matured a little bit. This is like a League of Legends thing, I think. Like, it's not just Heartstock Diamond, it's like Heartstock fucking H15.
Of course, you're also Euro-centric player more. Like, you're gonna have played more with Europeans who have different types of banter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, you learn all kinds of Suka blades. You learn them really fast.
Let's see, let's get the servers ready. Oh, they got a really nice ping between them. At 22 versus 29, should I still turn on ping equalizer? I suppose I could. It's not a big deal. Tyler's ready. Looks like we're all gonna be ready. Is Dantes ready as well? We may not even have time for a headliner, guys. Wait, I'll just run one real quick. Hammerfall, here we go. Alright, here we go. It's day 2 of the Altar of Champions one-on-one tournament. I've got with me Sing Sing in the bottom right corner, and next to him, Sunglitters, 2 participants of earlier invitationals as well, and some fabulous people. We got Tyler1 against Dantes in the opening match today. It is the lower bracket round 2. Tyler is here because he lost to Hera, but he beat... He beat Maxim, and Dantes is here because he beat Mary Maybe, but then lost his next round to, was it Yamato Cannon, I believe? Wait, let me check. It was Yamato, right? Yeah, against Yamato Cannon. So they find themselves here for elimination. The loser here is top 5th shared and will remain there with $500 of prize money, but the victor will continue on and will make themselves top 4 and play against another winner of a lower bracket round between Hera and Pax. Here we go.
Yep, congrats to Tyler to winning this round.
Don't say that. Anything can happen.
Yeah, sure.
Anything can happen. You know, like Grubby said, maybe he did some cheese strategy. Grubby, did he message you and ask, yo, what can I do to get a win?
No. Tyler didn't, but he has been planning his morning a little bit with actually Knaf, his fellow fitness buff coach. He was preparing for against Undead, though I don't think he would be caught dead saying that it was for Dantes' Undead. I think Soundglitters he's preparing for the eventuality of meeting Hera in the subsequent round.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think Tyler just kind of wins when he just plays his regular aggro.
Sorry, did you mean that Dantes messaged me? I was assuming you meant Tyler.
Yeah,
when you said that.
No, I did. I was asking for Dantes.
No, that makes...
I was assuming if he did, then
that makes so much sense. That makes so much more sense than Tyler looking for a last-minute desperate cheese on how to beat Dantes.
How to beat Dantes? I was like, yo, isn't he supposed to like win anyways?
No, I don't even know how I interpreted your question that way. But no, Dantes didn't message me with a question of that nature either.
Damn, I feel like he should have.
So Dantes is posturing for the Dark Ranger opening once again. It is Farseer against Dark Ranger. Tyler1 with the Farseer meets, and he's disengaging from the Drain Life.
Okay, damn, they're fighting early. I was playing earlier Walk for the first time, and I was trying to play like Tyler plays with his wolves. It don't go well. No. I lost in 9 minutes.
Yeah, you can't feed the wolves. It gets real bad when you do. Although this strat looks like shit. I've seen his Dark Ranger stuff like what, 4 times now, I think? I don't think it worked a single time. It feels like one peasant and TP's out.
Can you describe the idea? Like, why do you think Saul 8-Man taught him this build, Sing Sing? What does this build mean, what Dantes is doing?
Oh, it's probably like a really low chance to fail, right? Like you're tanky, you're ranged, you skill. You just kind of do it, and there's no real build, there's no order. Yep. Just go in and press your button. But I don't understand why he TP's out usually.
Okay, so this seems to be a misappropriation, like a misunderstanding of the situation. So when it started, when Dantes basically could barely press buttons, barely use his keyboard, Saul 8-Man had him make this hero, walk to the enemy base, and start life-draining workers. And because Dantes had so little awareness of how to remain safe, he would usually get surrounded, take a lot of damage, and nearly die. That's when Saul would tell him to TP out. Another player, he might tell them, okay, walk away, get out of the base. But because he had so little faith in Dantes making his way out, he would ask Dantes to TP out and then just resume playing the game at home. But Dantes now thinks that that is a goal rather than a fix to a problem of his own creation. So TPing out is now something he does by default almost always.
Oh, it's horrible. What a horrible habit. How did he connect those dots? They're not even dots. How did he connect it? It's an item!
To be fair, he's...
Oh, shit, you found him! He's teleporting again!
Why does he TP out? Could he have walked away there, Sing Sing?
Yes! He just
You
clicked
think he
it
could
right
have
in his
fought
own.
though? I would have TP'd too!
Why? You can just walk away!
Look how big Tyler's army looks! And he was alone! You know?
I'll tell you a secret about these games. You have the same move speed usually. So if you have the same move speed and you're out of the distance, he cannot hit you anymore.
Yes!
It's over.
You literally just
Okay.
walk away. Like, imagine being chased by, like, a bulldozer that goes 5 kilometers per hour and you're standing in the middle of the road shouting, "No!" You can just walk away! Like, yes, you're not gonna win the battle, but you can just walk away.
Yeah.
ATPs. Farseer, almost level 3. He's getting some cool creeping in here. He needs 2 more kills to get level up. A little bit much damage on his headhunters. He's stealing away an important creep camp from Dantes. Now, Dantes does expand a lot. He's also over-making towers. Making towers is this thing that lower level players often do to feel more comfortable. It might be a good idea for you too sometimes.
I think it's a nice habit against Orc
I
anyway.
did make a tower today once. I just forgot the other times. You know, the basics are coming back to me slowly.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It's
Yeah.
been a long time. It's really hard to get back into these games if you haven't played for a bit. But Dante is part and parcel of his build. He always makes a whole bunch of towers, which makes it obnoxious to attack into someone's base. Tyler's creeping a whole lot more. You can see how the towers haven't done anything because Tyler's just like, yo, your creeping speed is really slow. You don't make a lot of units. I'll just creep everything. I'll take level 4 Farseer. And he's going for his map control army again of Raiders and Spirit Walkers, Sing Sing.
Yeah, is that the standard? Because I don't actually know Orc builds.
This is the standard that gives you a strong 6 to 9 minute window. Once destroyers are on the field, walkers become a liability in optimal theory, but you get a maybe 2 or 3 minute period where you're stronger. The damage spread that Spirit Link offers and how it can disenchant, Howl of Terror, Dark Minions, Skeletons from Rod of Necromancy, and to spread the damage with Link, it's just very strong.
Yeah.
So how's Dantes doing right now compared to Tyler? Is it already bad, or does he
Well, we should
still have a chance?
We should compare
Horrible.
some metrics, right? Like he found 3 items, and
Yeah.
we found 5 items in Tyler. Tyler's level 4 and 2, whereas Dante's is 1.5 and 2.5. So Tyler's leading by 2 metrics. Tyler's army size is 40 against 32. So Tyler's ahead in every single way, except he is playing, of course, the weakest race, Orc, and he's playing against Undead, the strongest race, Kappa. And Dante's has a strong base defense. So if Tyler attacks here, this is where Dantes is strong, but everywhere else on the map, Tyler is strong.
Okay, so Dantes has to hope that Tyler attacks them and fucks up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then he would
but
have a chance.
he's doing the smart thing, which is just soaking up the whole map. He's never attacking on that basis. And then you just get ahead in gold, you get your expo out, you make sure you deny his, and then your game is real nice and easy. And Dante's army is looking so fucking small, man. Like, what is that? It's like 2 spiders. It's 8 minutes in.
Yeah, 2 spiders. There's a statue. Oh, we just got a reveal, so Tyler now sees, like, oh, look, he's making hella towers. The correct call against someone that makes a lot of towers is to have a strong map control army and to expand. And it looks like that's exactly what Tyler1 is doing.
Tyler found his army.
Yeah, nice scout. That's really good stuff. I don't know what this attack is. He has a teleport skull, so I'm assuming that's happening soon.
He's attacking right now.
This is one of his goals. He wants to put himself in situations where he is allowed to click the town portal scrolls.
Maybe it's like a league thing. You know, where it feels good to force people to a spot of the map and then you TP out.
Oh, yeah. I guess
It's fucking expensive in this game, though.
it's 325 gold. It's a lot. He's just gonna kill, like, what? He's gonna kill 1 raider and then TP out?
Oh shit! Tyler's back too in the base.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fast fight. Oh my god.
There we go. The fucking
He's stuck. He's stuck in the back.
Yeah, he's fine though.
He teleported already.
Yeah, does he buy a new one?
No, he didn't.
Okay, from my new perspective, he just wasted a lot of time walking there and he barely killed anything.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, in this case it was bad, but normally that play isn't like super bad if you actually have units ready for it. Because you force him back to their side of the map and you get the chance to kill some burrows, you disrupt his eco, so it's not like horrible normally. It's just that he had nothing to do with it. He had no units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good play sometimes, but with the wrong situation right now. Also, forcing someone back onto their own side of the map while that person has orange camps all around him isn't as effective as when you pull someone back towards a depleted part of the map, then TP out to creep your own side. So Dantes did the opposite thing, but somehow Tyler isn't making use of it, which is also ironic. He should have, after that, immediately been able to creep his own orange camps, or maybe contest like a red camp.
What is he doing right now?
Look at Tyler's army. It's so huge. I think he's moving towards Dantes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
He does have
he's
a town
charging
portal.
up an attack.
He has a town portal. Dantes
Hide
hasn't found the expansion, so there's no cancel possibility on it yet. Tyler is spirit
There we
linking
go.
his army. He's gonna attack into the towers.
He's going in. Yeah, he's hiding behind the tree so you wouldn't see him at first, I think.
Yep, just
And
grouping
now,
up.
Yep.
It's actually equal supply on Dante. You know, he's like 2 behind.
Yeah,
This could
Dantes
be
is
really
walking
bad for
back
Tyler.
too. He's pretty close.
Coming back to defend. But all his supply buildings are in front. 2 have fallen already, so while 1 worm is in production, the second one cannot be made right now. Tyler1 turns on the speed scroll and tries to take a fight. He catches 1 fiend with an ensnare, is going for a big war stomp, gets 3 units caught in it, but he's also simultaneously fighting the towers. This is the best case scenario for Dantes.
Yeah, in the undead base, the floor makes him slow, right?
Well, it gives bonus regeneration to the undead. It's a bad place to fight. It's the towers that make you slow.
Ah, okay.
He's not doing bad on Dante here, unless he loses Arthos here.
Oh, nice wolf summon with the block. Chain lightning right to the face as well.
He got his first dragon right now. Ooh, not bad.
Yeah, but he lost Ziggurats, so he can't get the second one out. It's fucked. Well, actually, it's training right now. He lost so many units. Still playing, how come? What the fuck?
That is fucked up. You're fucked, kid.
Is it like twice his age?
Tyler's starting to mine from his expansion. The macro not looking too clean. 1500 gold. Looks like he's typing up another storm rather than actually making units to max out to 50 or 60 population. Dante's AFK. Is he typing too? Look at Dante's! His hands are off the keyboard, man! He's like drinking from his Gatorade and whatnot.
Yes, he's not even moving his units.
Oh
What's
my
going on here?
goodness. Well, there's nothing to kill anymore on the side of the map. Everything got stolen or it's dead from him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Tyler really messed him up there. He stole like all the camps close to him. 2 dragons now. Third one coming. Is this just all he does? He just makes dragons?
Yep, he makes dragons and then just waits for them. And sometimes he uses the frostworms without a hero and town portal to accompany them. This is a special move that he developed 2 years ago in the FFAs that Tyler held, the casual format. It makes him feel like he's doing something sneaky all over the map. And while sometimes he got some good results with it, in Warcraft 3, this kind of move carries a massive risk because it's the town portal scroll that often gets your high value investments out of a bad situation. If Tyler finds these and ensnares them, it is not going to be good for Dantes.
Sorry, mate. What's that? Okay, can you eat them if you ensnare them?
No. Oh, that'd be
No?
sick.
Okay.
Ooh,
Look at
Tyler has a huge army again.
Meanwhile...
And Dantes is just flying around with his 2 chickens, that's it.
Dantes' ghouls are AFK. Of course he has enough lumber, so it is whatever. He's also getting upgrades right now on his frostworms, but he's over 50 pop. And there's an ensnare! There's an
Oh no.
It's a 7 pop
that is...
investment.
Oh my god, no! No!
Oh man.
Is he making the DK back? No, right?
No, he forgot.
No, he's just dead.
He just
Yeah, he's
really-
dead.
He hasn't been moving his heroes for
Yep.
like 2 minutes.
He needs. Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah, he's just preoccupied with the Frostworm stratagem, the special Dantes move. He's waiting for his Death
Okay.
Knight. He's waiting for his 3/3 upgrades to kick in. He's almost there. He's at 0/0 upgrades right now. Ensnare on the Frostworm. Good army to take down Frostworms. There's a War Stomp. That does work on the area units that are webbed, Sing Sing.
That is so random.
Yeah.
And the supply's not that far off each other.
Tyler has got a
13 supply?
lot of gold in the bank. Kind of unnecessary. Once you're over 50, you should go straight to 80.
Yeah.
A lot of worms are going down here. Death Knight is here. Protects the scroll, Healstone to try and keep the TC alive. Chain Lightning to the face of the Death Knight. A single map win, and Tyler promised he will not stream for 8 months if Dantes wins a single map. Which is kind of a crazy promise to make for a streamer of Tyler's size.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But he's confident. And I can see why. Like, this is not even close.
Though I still feel like it's closer than it should be. You don't get that sense, Sing Sing?
Yeah, but it's because he's fighting into undead base without like doing anything about it, right?
Yeah.
Like normally you just 2 base and you go 80 pop and then you finish his ass. Or you get like demo cards, whatever they're called.
Yeah. Yeah, or you can wait. You can try to make a point out of it and just wait. Take a third, take 5 base, whatever. Or like you
Yeah.
said, with Demolishers. Or a fully linked army with like 10 raiders.
And he's also hitting like the worst buildings possible. Not the ones that are damaging back, but like the fucking,
Yeah.
like the nothing towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's losing a lot of his units.
Yeah, he lost a lot. He's also pretty low on lumber. He's mining with 3 peons on
Uh-oh.
lumber only.
Dantes is fighting back with his hero. Wait a sec. I think he can defend.
Yeah, for now he will. For now he will defend. He's also targeting some low headhunters. I don't know why he life drains a headhunter that's 1 AA away from finishing. Like, what is he actually thinking? What's going on
Backriders?
inside?
Town is under siege.
With Dante?
Yeah, well, like, what is he thinking when he life drains a headhunter that he could auto attack a single time?
I don't think he thought much about that one. It's one of those moments where you see a button off cooldown and, you know, it's shiny.
You just press it.
Justify the memes.
Whoa! His dragon took so much damage. So fast.
-2 bats, that's 320 gold. Worm is still alive, and if he just lets it chill and regenerate in the back, it'll be ready to fight again in 5 minutes. No death. Go ahead.
Sorry, does the ground effect heal the worm?
Yes.
Like the creep or whatever?
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. Like flying.
so random.
You see where the shadow is? That is like the true location of the frostworm. If you tie
Oh,
it.
so that just counts.
Yeah, if you tie it to
Yeah.
the ground X, it's actually lower when you. Oh no, actually, it is right below. It's just a perspective thing. Anyways, but yeah, if the shadow is on the blight, he heals.
Oh, he got demolishers. They're coming.
Ah,
They're
nice.
just doing fucking nothing in the river.
Okay, I see.
Yesterday we had a game, Grubby, where you said if you would take over, you would have 10% chance to win. If you would take over Dante's game right now, what are your chances to win?
I think I might still have a good chance to win. Actually, in this game, more chance than Mary against Dantes yesterday. I think it's still over 80% chance if I take over from the undead at the moment. But
So he just has to lock in.
yeah.
He can do it.
Well, let me ask this way, Sunglitters. If you try really hard and you really believe in yourself, or me for that matter, can we bench 300? Kilos?
300 what?
Yeah, kilos. Like, can we... Like, because you always wonder, what is the limit of human capabilities if you try to be stronger than you ever have? You know, that mother strength that
Depends, like,
lifts
is
the
it life
car.
or death? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you probably don't know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
And maybe Dante's in this situation, he really wants to like, really win.
Yeah.
Life and death. Maybe
I'm
he
not
locks
capable
in.
of. I'm not capable of benching 300s. Life or death.
me too, I think. Me too.
You might be. You might be.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'll just die, thank you.
But if you just really believe in yourself and it's very necessary, or what if you had to save me, Sing Sing, to do it?
A lot
Definitely
of
dead.
adrenaline.
Definitely dead. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's unlucky. But Dantes
Yeah.
is trying to do what he can here.
Ooh.
He's doing good damage on the Demolisher. That's one Demolisher down. Both are getting ensnared, though. Tyler1's taking down the first Frostworm. There it is. Level 6. He can Earthquake now. He's getting a position for the Earthquake. The ultimate! There we go. On the Boneyard, the Spirit Tower, and the Necropolis.
There was only a hero that could heal on that unit.
He has no money. What do you want him to do, Sing Sing?
Yes, 650 gold!
But Death Knight level
Wait,
1.
Dantes hero sucks so much. He's sucking and sucking, but nothing is happening.
It does damage. It's like 45 damage per second, but it's reduced on heroes. And he also heals for it. So yeah, you'll see a big
Okay.
effect if he like does it on a unit. He can't do it on catapults, and it has less effect on heroes. Here we go again with the moving forward for the life drain.
Oh no, that worm.
Oh.
Man, big kills. That's it.
And Snare cancels the life drain, so that's a nice job by Tyler1. He jumps forward again. Ward stamp on a single abomination. It's still tough to attack into Undead Base, man, even when it's piloted by Dantes, looks like. Tyler also has a lot of money in the bank. I don't think all his units are here. His army looks so small, though. He's 70 pop.
He just reached level 5. Maybe he can fight back now. Oh god.
Wait, by the way, Dantes has an expansion. During all this, he went to go get an expansion.
Oh jeez.
I wonder if he's just decided, no matter what, to stay until the final building. Well played, bro. Turtle for your life. It's the win come. You didn't win yet, dumbass. I was trying to find 8 people like this to play the tournament initially. 8 League players with conversations like this. But I'm not sure there's 8 Tylers and Dantes on this globe.
I'm not sure if your ears would survive after the event.
Fair.
Is under siege.
I think it will be fun.
Another earthquake on the Necropolis. Only on the Necropolis. Not on the Ziggurat. And not on the gold mine. Didn't hit the gold mine with it. Alright, this is not doing anything. Alright, you can cut it out now, Tyler.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's spreading units to build more random shit to stall.
Oh, man. His final
He wants
moments.
to wear him down. He just wants to wear him down psychologically for the next game. No, make him really impatient.
For his team
Oh,
Omega
snap.
Captain Hera, he's wearing Tyler down.
Yeah. It's all part of the tactic. He says, how sad, little D. Oh no.
Trash talk goes so much harder while you still have units.
Are under attack.
What the fuck? What is this? Unfortunate you can't steal enemy gold mines that are being used. Well, this is a first in an invitational.
That's his last building, the gold mine.
Last one. He will be revealed eventually, not having had a Necropolis for a while. Dantes has the money to start Necropolis. Ah, there it is, the final building.
He's scouting.
Are under
Yep.
attack.
He's scouting his base now. Okay.
I had this happen to me one time in ranked, and the guy hit a building under the laboratory. He couldn't see on the minimap.
Ah, he knew the special tricks.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Damn, GG.
GG. Tyler1 gets the first map. No surprise, though perhaps surprising how long it took to take out Dantes. Of course, partially it's because Dantes, by a little bit, missed the optimal gentlemanly exit window. That was a part of it. That was a small part of it. Alright, guys. The winner of this faces the winner of Pox versus Hera and makes themselves automatically top 4. Tyler1 is leading with a 1-0 score, as expected. Though I feel like it should have been less close. It wasn't truly close, but it was a little sloppy. And if he's going to want to have a good chance against Pax and or Hera, he has to bring his A game. It's possible that he is a man, though, that rises to the occasion, and he simply hasn't felt the need to with Dantes yet. Okay, everyone is ready. I'm going to intro the map. This is Altar of Champions 1-on-1 tournament, day number 3. This is Last Refuge. $8,000 is up for grabs in the 1-on-1 tournament, with $3,500 going to the number 1 spot. But much more important than that is the bragging rights of winning a streamer tournament in one of the greatest games of all time, Warcraft 3. Tyler1 against Dantes are in the lower bracket. They've won a match, they've lost a match, and they find themselves here in the second round. Tyler1 is leading with 1-0. And Dantes is under the gun. One more match lost, and he will be eliminated. Sing Sing.
Yeah, he's eliminated. Next. It's done.
No!
He
So
could
Grubby-
win. Oh, sorry. You may speak.
Grubby, was there a time where Tyler1 like really fucked up? You know, like just forgot to like mine the gold or something like that.
Man. There have been moments. So one thing he sometimes does is he presses the battle stations button on burrow, which pulls the nearest workers into the burrow. High-level orcs will actually control group their lumber peons or box select their lumber peons in order to put them in the burrows. But Tyler he sometimes refers to his gold peons to man battle stations. Then even if you defend the base, you'll still have lost so much gold that you can't win anymore. It's not an irregular occurrence for him. Which is why he usually does better when he's on the offensive, when he makes a dangerous army. I don't remember Mary Maybe level incidents, Sunglitters, but there have been some sloppiness sometimes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because like the last game didn't look like very even.
What is this?
What's this?
Elegy.
Huh?
There's a goal.
Torrent
What's it
Chieftain
doing?
first? Is this a mistake?
Well, huh?
Oh,
What is this goal doing?
kill the workers maybe?
There's
Scouting
no
a
way he's
little bit?
scouting. No, there's no way he's scouting. What info could he use?
No, he's just
Look, he's
harassing.
attacking it!
Tyler1 opens with a TC. He wants to play a fun hero. Wait, is this like an advanced way to inoculate himself against Scorn? That if he loses, he can at least say, but it wasn't a serious game. It was TC first, though. Or does he just want to get a more impressive victory with an off-meta opening hero? TC is the worst opening hero Orc can go for, by the way.
Dantes is in his base with a 0. He's killing the woodworkers.
Of course, they can just go into the burrow. Burrow is now defending the base. Heal self on the Torrent Chieftain. He's got 2 creeps already. Dante's trying to go for the cancel on the heal self, but the TC with the aura first is too fast.
Do you really go aura first?
Yeah.
Looks like you can just go shockwave to spend the mana.
Yeah,
Even on
I
TC
agree.
first.
I agree. A lot of people, everyone in the game opens with aura first on TC, but I always open with shockwave, double shockwave the creeps for momentum. I think people do this wrong.
Especially just get a mana regen going.
Yeah, exactly.
This actually looks not bad for Dante.
I love it that he changes his strategy a little bit and applies a little pressure here. What do you think?
Like Dante's? That he's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's so nice. Because
Especially,
he knows if he plays normal, he just loses.
yeah, he's bringing in a bunch of ghouls. He's still teching, but more units than usual. Tyler at least knows how to counterplay the life drain. Mary maybe didn't catch that Warcraft 3 lesson. So she tried to damage someone through the life drain. And actually, this spell has virtually no mana cost and no cooldown. Tyler's doing about as well as you can against this level of harass. It is not a nuclear threat. Just a ghoul and a Dark Ranger.
Well, he's canceling 2 more souls. Or 1 more if he hits that. Yeah.
Mary's doing good. I'm impressed.
Dantes is slowing him down a lot. Tyler only took 2 creeps so far. Looks like Dantes was making motions to leave, but really he should stay on top of TC because Tyler's going to use heal selves again. That's a 66 gold investment. If you can cancel that, you keep getting ahead. And it looks like Tyler's going to move into the Dark Ranger. Normally, the way you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to lead with units that don't have heal self on them so that you can protect the ones that do. That's minus 66 gold again.
It's gonna TP? No? Okay.
Why?
He was fine!
That's crazy.
Brother!
That's so funny. I was like, he's doing so well. Like, damn. He slowed him down so much. He almost killed the hero, killed some peons. He just teleports out when he's gone.
But he wasn't
He
even
actually
being...
had such a big gold advantage.
Yeah. And now he lost it.
It was huge. Yeah, he canceled like, what, 5 solves or something?
Yeah.
And now it's just gone.
He doesn't understand or doesn't care about why not to use TP when you're not actually in danger. Like, he's someone that would like drop his sandwich on the street and then call the police. Like, bro, this is an overreaction.
Huh? If he doesn't pick up this item.
Dantes has...
I think he's just doing it to save like time. You know, like backing in League.
Yeah, that could be
Of
it.
walking back.
He's trying to find back timings. Okay. Yeah, it's very important in League. Initially, when I started playing League, I didn't like going back because there's always another wave of minions coming. And I want to hit those minions, and I don't want to lose the XP and gold. But as was eventually shown by coaches, one of which was Dantes as well, another one, Yamato Cannon, and many more like Alois and Tyler1, they teach you that if you don't go back on certain waves, then you will lose even more waves than if you stay because of the power loss of you not being strong enough to contest with your lane opponent, and then you'll miss other waves. So you're always gonna lose something, but you gotta limit. You gotta choose the right time.
Just use your courier.
Just use a career, if only, man. Looks like
I'm kind of impressed with Dante. He's actually moving out and creeping and harassing.
Yeah, he has way more units too.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
it's 50% more spiders than last time. 100 now.
Damn.
He's just staying on tier 2, making a whole bunch of units. Note how he hasn't made Spirit Towers this time. He's not tier 3 yet. So this is the other variant of play that he did. Actually, this is the variant of play that Mary maybe beat. When he went for a whole bunch of ghouls and fiends. Even went over 50 population without going to the tier 3. That's the one she ended up beating. And that's the one he's doing now. So he's just more dangerous than before. Macro a little bit flagging with a late cigarette, but getting some good creeps in. Whereas Tyler, he's doing the variant of play that he did in 2v2 with Yamato Cannon against Pox and Maxim. The one they won with the invisible raiders. That's what Tyler's doing here. He's gonna get raiders. He already has the pillage upgrade finished, and he's gonna try to kill buildings with it.
Well, what is his acolyte?
He's gonna expand
He's
the
not
scope.
taking his gold, right?
Of course.
Dantes is playing like he's a new person compared to last game.
Yep.
The fuck
That's
am I looking at?
crazy.
Why is he taking his gold?
Why not?
That is across the whole fucking map. What do you mean, why not?
They'll never think to look there, 5-head.
I guess.
Perfect.
You like this kind of expo, right, son?
Yeah.
It's
Good.
It's the one Dantes
What?
took against Mary Maybe. It never got found.
He's keeping orange. Wow.
The invitational participants like this gargantuan sea turtle camp more than almost any ladder player I've ever seen. They're scared of the red camp, and the corner camp feels nicely out of the way to the point where you may not get creep jacked.
I think they're also afraid of red. Red camps are scary, man. You never know what you get.
Tyler's attacking.
Uh-oh. It's mass raiders.
Painful.
With pillage. There's no
Now he
town
doesn't
portal
have
on.
the teleport.
No teleport. Wait, when did he use teleport again, Sun Glitters?
Wait, did he ever revive it?
No.
No.
No, right? No.
Oh, I guess
He
this.
has to walk all the way and his base is dead.
I guess this is why you shouldn't use your TP when you're literally not being attacked.
Okay, he just arrived. But it's too late, no?
Yeah, I think so.
What's he gonna do? But Tyler teleported early too, no? Couldn't he afford a little bit, or was it a good teleport?
No, that's a good
He could have
teleport.
got gold mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have gone deeper and snared the 5 acolytes on gold, take down the gold mine, put a grunt or TC to block the rest of the army. But at this level, for his level, this was decent. He killed a whole bunch of pillage. He killed a whole bunch of ziggurats. He pillaged them, which means that he recoups half of the damage, half of the cost of the original building. So the ziggurat costs 150. If you kill it with raiders, you get 75 gold from it and 25 lumber. So he gained loads of bank by destroying Dantes' base.
Where did your towers go?
Oh, nice zinger.
Speed's cool.
That's a good zinger.
Ooh.
A player's forces are under attack.
Speed scrolling out. Tyler's at 50 population with raiders. He could expand at his own gold mine, make a bunch of towers, a common follow-up. He could get some attack upgrades for raiders, reinforce defenses, maybe towers to make sure that any desperate counterattack is never going to be working. And Tyler's fully doing the hit-and-run lame style.
Yeah, typical orcs. They would rather sail to a different continent in boats rather than fighting you. Every game.
Wait, you had a boat
Here we
game. You had a boat game.
Another
last.
big attack. Dantes is still creeping. Oh, he's gonna
did
get
you see
caught,
him?
no? Yeah, he's caught.
Yeah, but they can't web land units, so they can just kind of walk through everything.
He's gonna go straight for the halls of the dead. Raiders surrounding it with siege damage do a lot of bonus damage. Meanwhile, the creeps are still having a go, backstabbing that fiend. The halls of the dead goes down so fast with shockwave, endurance, and raiders. He killed it. If he now kills the gold mine or more ziggurats, there's gonna be very little supply left for Dantes. Dantes is still mining with 5.
Ooh.
A nice kill there on the fiend too with the shockwave. Tyler's clowning on him. I'm glad he played this funny build. It's quite cool to see him deviating from the norm. 2 ziggurats down, Necropolis down. No chance to make new acolytes again, though Dantes still has all of his acolytes, so he could just remake his base.
Damn.
Actually, just put the accolade scout, which is a really good thing. But I'm not sure if he intended that. Oh no, okay, no, never mind. I take it back. I take everything back.
Don't try to upsell his decisions.
If it was just a scout, it would have been a really good play.
Are under attack.
I appreciate
But
you
now-
reaching for rational decisions, Sing Sing.
Yeah, well, you see things, right? You gotta make some logic out of it. It's only chaos.
Okay, Dantes keeps remaking ziggurats and Necropolis in the same place. He hasn't morphed them into towers, though raiders are taking less damage from towers and doing more. They're really not the counter. The main counter to raiders are ghouls, but shockwave takes care of those a bit. Another counter is abominations, but those aren't available unless you're on the tier 3 technology of your main base. And Dantes just got sent back to the Stone Age.
Dantes is going for a counterattack. He's like, I'm gonna
Well,
lose. I'm attacking now. All in.
He is not doing bad on hero levels.
Yep, that's why
Level
Tyler
4 versus 3 and 3.
That's why Tyler should have made more units, go on reinforced defenses, and make towers. After a hit and run, people often do like some kind of counterattack. I genuinely think that Dantes has a stronger army here and should be winning this. A shockwave on solo pit lord while he's half terrored doesn't look that good. Tyler
hey,
drops
no.
really low with the
Oh,
TC.
shit! Oh shit! He's doing it!
Uh-oh.
He
Uh-oh.
did it!
8 months, no Tyler. How's his viewers gonna react?
Oh my god! This is crazy! This is so good!
He's doing the standard orc thing, which is to never fight again.
Forces are under attack.
Shouldn't have fought in
Oh
the
my
first
god,
place.
is he winning?
Well,
He also
Tyler
found the expansion.
Tyler isn't winning at this point. If he plays things well, he inches into the Voodoo Lounge, gets Clarity Potion, walks away, uses it, then comes back by his Mana Pot, and he spends 3 shockwaves in a row on the Fiends. He can win this. And the Pit Lord
But
isn't...
Grubby, isn't this the best thing Dantes could have done?
Of course. Yes.
He went to destroy his base, then he was like, okay, fuck it, I can't win. I'm all-inning his base right now. It's
Why
genius.
does net cancel?
Why does Net cancel
Okay,
a
cool.
Life Train? It just does. He got him out
Yeah,
though
it
by
just does.
by focusing Hero. But funnily enough, Sing Sing, Net only cancels Life Drain if there is no net on the person when you net them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you net the Dark Ranger, then Dantes can start the Life Train, and then if Tyler renets too early, and I'm sure he doesn't know about this interaction, if he renets too early, it's not a cancel. He has to wait until it disappears first.
And Dantes is going for another attack. Look, he regathered.
But he has no TP, no heal
Oh.
pot. And this Dark Ranger is low.
He needs to stop putting him forward if he knows he's gonna get cancelled like that.
Does he know? He
Oh.
can. How could he possibly predict this, Sing Sing?
Oh
I don't
god!
know. How?
Ow! He's stuck!
Wait.
Oh, he got the interrupt.
Oh no!
But is it because he knew about the interaction or because he was too slow to ensnare?
I think it was too slow, right?
I think so too. I don't think he knew, but if he
Yeah.
knew, then that was perfect timing. That was actually perfect timing.
It's not normal that a 500 MMR player has this much of a chance to win against a 1300 one.
Even when he's trolling a bit with the opening hero in the build?
Is it that trolly though? I bet it's not even that bad. Like, it's worse, but playable, right?
So you think I should teach the next generation of invitational participants how to do TC, Mass Raider, hit and run? Why not, I guess?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it, okay. Next invitational, I teach everyone meme builds. So we can get away from the boring old meta of Dark Ranger first into Pitlord Frostworms, and we can get some crazy stuff like Mass Raider hit and run with TC first and fuck it, Tinker second.
I mean, that's every
Yes.
war game anyway without the TC. It's like barely any difference.
We're gonna teach everyone wrong as a joke.
And what about coaches that don't have higher than 400 MMR?
I can't think of any.
Okay. But there's...
Okay, Sunglitters, you're in. You're in.
Thank you.
Can you check tech somehow if you see if his weapon does?
1-1 Fiends. The Raiders are 1-1 too.
Yeah, but the web upgrade.
Oh no,
doesn't
he
have it.
can't. He doesn't have it and he can't. Because he's tier 1.
Oh.
He never upgraded to tier 2 again. Pitlord! Pitlord shits out the Book of the Dead right before dying. Dantes is trying to click the wyverns. Did you see that? He's like, oh fuck!
Oh, no.
I don't have web! Why? Nice
Oh,
shockwave.
that shockwave. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Is Mike going back low HP units?
Oh, he came right back in. Yo, guys, what's going on? Ah!
Forces are under attack.
Speed scrolling away again. Tyler's getting close to level 6 TC. Solo TC level 6 would be pretty sweet. Now, if you ask Tyler about this after the game, he's going to say this game was never close. I want you to call him out,
I was
Sunglitters.
just thinking about that. I was just thinking about it. Because I was thinking, Dantes, like you did pretty well. Because for me, the game looks kind of over now, right? Because I feel like now Tyler is making use of like his more experience. But like 10 minutes ago, the game was really close.
Yes.
It can still be close if he gets both his heroes out, if he remembers to click them. Yeah, he clicked both. It's 2 level 4 heroes versus a level 5, so it's really not that bad. If he gets web out, those wyverns die fast too. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Just started his Halls of the Dead. He has unwisely decided to pop from 50 to 53 pop. This is a very bad, very terrible, horrible decision because it's moments like this where you need to go around the map with the town portal, stay at 50.
A player's forces are under attack.
But look
Oh,
at this.
he's
Yeah.
getting attacked.
Tyler's here again.
What is that
Dante,
in
yeah.
the
He's targeting the Necropolis with Raiders. He's got a shockwave. They're gonna
Where's
put
the player
Acolytes
time?
on 1 HP.
Orcs are so lame, dude.
Next wave is gonna kill everything! Boom, baby! No Necropolis, no Acolytes! It's a checkmate! I didn't know we're playing chess here. Look at Tyler's face. He knows.
Out
no.
again.
It's literally impossible for Dantes to ever make money again outside of selling items or creeping. There is no Necropolis, there is no Acolyte. There's no chicken, there's no egg.
He needs to go now, right?
Dantes, yeah, Dantes needs to go and take a fight without web. And the only unit that can hit air is a Dark Ranger. The Dark Ranger will have to kill 4 wyverns by herself.
A player's forces
Well, time to hit neutrals.
I guess what could happen is that Dantes gets level 6 Dark Ranger and then he starts stealing with charm all the Wind Riders. But looks like Tyler found
he
him.
found him.
Tyler found him. He's gonna ensnare a bunch of fiends, a bunch of spiders. Big shockwave hitting several fiends there. Interrupt on the life drain. Tyler is gonna attack the Dark Ranger. Even if she had Town Portal, it wouldn't be enough because there's nothing to Town Portal towards. Boom, baby! Dark Ranger down!
Oh no.
This was way too close. You genuinely almost lost.
He's not wrong. No problem. You're Patty Hattic if you think this is a win and you're proud of it.
We did win.
You did win.
It was pretty close. It looked close at least.
Fuck am I reading, dude?
Oh, good man. You can still win. Lock in. Pitlord AFK with the cloak. Still has Scroll the Beast. Looks like Dantes is having both of his hands down. No, there it is. Both of his hands in his hair.
The camera. He's done. He is so done with this.
Can't hide buildings this time with Acolytes. TC gets level 7.5.
A player's force is under attack.
Barely scraped a win by against the second worst player in the tournament, says Dantes. That's it. He's right? Chat is saying he's right? I mean, this wasn't Tyler's best build. It was still less comfy than it maybe should be.
What if Tyler just wanted to give us a little bit of a show? That's why he did a worse start than usual.
Yeah, I think so.
Seems like it.
It was too much of a stomp, the first one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You're never gonna win whoever Tyler runs you. Simply runs you. Anyone else? Poex? Yamato Cannon? Anyone else?
What does runs you mean? Like runs through you?
I guess so.
Runs over you. Ah, runs over you? Thanks, chat.
Yamato would demolish you.
Guys, it's just trash talk. They don't mean this. They're just having fun. They know how to
There's
run a
only enough
show.
time.
Bye!
GG.
GG. 2-0 victory to Tyler1.
What a game.
Tyler1 makes
What a
it to
game.
the lower bracket semifinals. We got to get both players to get their thoughts about the moves that they made to try and get the victory here. Gonna invite both of them for the post-game chat. And we'll see Tyler admit that it was a bit closer than he would have liked.
I'm so ready for this.
After this, it's going to be Hera versus Pox.
Hey, wait, Grubby. He's personally calling me. Actually, he's actually that upset. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll tell him to join.
Okay.
Personal is crazy.
Wanted to personally congratulate him on advancing in the tournament, and what a wonderful performance.
Man, nice try. Nice try.
Yo, Tyler, you know what it's like, bro?
What's it like?
It's like you spent a week training every single day for not even a week, 2 months. You spend 2 months training for 19 hours a day to fight in an MMA tournament, and you barely won against a mentally disabled 4-foot-tall kid that could barely even fucking support his own body weight. And now you're sitting here with the biggest grin ever, thinking that you actually did something. Well, guess what, Tonka Trunk? You're about to get fucking railed on by some of these other guys that have way more practice than I do. So I hope your day starts off good, bro, because it's about to be a lot shittier in about 30 minutes.
Is that what you think, bro? You think I'm gonna lose against here or Poxy shitters as well? They're no better than you, to be honest.
Well, dude, if Mike Tyson could barely hold his own against Hasbulla, what do you think's gonna happen when he gets matched against Jake Paul? Think about it, bro. Like, you were pathetic in the first 10 minutes of that game. You were fucking pathetic.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Bro, I was trying to do styling on your dumbass. You literally didn't adapt or didn't learn or do anything different all tournament.
You
I don't
want
know
to
why
talk
you were
about
invited, to be honest.
adaptation? You built flying units against Crypt Fiends. I don't know shit about this game, and even I know that's trolling.
You
Tyler,
wanna know
I'm
why?
telling you.
You wanna know why? Because I knew you wouldn't level web. Because you're that inferior, bro.
No, because you destroyed my fucking town hall.
I know what I
fucking
did.
town hall.
Yeah, I did. Next time, don't hostage the first game. If it's over, be a reasonable adult and surrender. You deserve that, BM.
Yeah, you should know a lot about that, dude. Every single time you're losing in any game, it's fucking FF at 15.
Oh, now we're getting personal. Wait, you're actually upset?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. Well, damn, bro. Calm down, man. You tried your best. Maybe next time we take, people who invited you's thoughts in mind and actually practice, man.
Dude, I was staying up till 4 in the morning every day practicing.
It is what it is, bro. I understand. You're doing well on League and shit like that, but maybe we stick to that. Okay. Nice try, man.
All right, GG's, Tyler.
No, it really wasn't, but GG.
GG's.
It was great to watch.
Right.
Thanks for bringing your special brand of play into the game, Dantes. I'm sorry that my coaching didn't rub off more on you.
Wait, Grubby, genuine question. The first 10 minutes of that game, was Tyler gonna get shit on if I played it better? Yes or no?
If you played it better is a really large leap of the imagination.
You had a chance, though.
He can't physically play it better is the issue because he doesn't know how to play the game.
Like, could I have
What's up,
taken
Sing Sing, by
over
the way?
from your position to be in an advantageous spot and win? Yes. Can you control your hero and keep it alive while you're attacking a kill to TC? Do you know the priorities? Not yet. With a little bit more practice, I think you could have closed it out against Tyler's biggest troll strategy.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck he was doing, bro, but his hero was just perma-healing. Like, he wouldn't die, bro.
What do you mean?
How does that even happen?
What
are you talking about?
He has no heal, dude. That is, also, why do you always town portal under no pressure at all? Like, you're just in the middle of nowhere, there's no one around you, and you call for the police and run screaming. The town portal that Saul Apeman taught you at some point in your practice is because he knew you wouldn't be able to extricate yourself from the base. But town portal is a last resort, not a go-to. Like, it seems you use it intentionally, even though there was no pressure on you. Why?
Because the thing is, I'm like a shinobi, Grubby. I like go in and out. I'm like a ninja assassin. I go in his base. I'm fucking like looking for the samurai dojin. And then when I go fucking crazy, that's when I gotta bounce. But the problem was that he actually knew how to counter it properly because he's been watching my VODs 8 hours. Yes, he has. He's been fucking in his call with his little coach. Mr. Knopf, I'm so fucking scared. Don's gonna run my shit in. Can we please practice Undead versus Orc for 9 hours a day? And it's like, unfortunately for me, that's the level that Tyler was willing to go to. So it is what it is.
It was just about enough, Dantes. He found the one way to beat you. That's impressive. Tyler is a man of many talents. Dantes, thank you so much for joining the tournament. See you next year. Hopefully we practice more than a couple dozen games and we come with a hot new build. But I will say this, you improved a lot compared to the first time I ever saw you. October 24, Tyler's FFA. You were the Frostworm Andy that stood in his base the whole time. You improved beyond that. You showed several different builds. I commend you on your improvement, even though it wasn't nearly enough.
All right, well, thank you, Grubby. And listen, great event. Thank you for having me. And I hope you get to crown anyone besides Tyler1 as the winner soon.
Okay. GG's, guys.
GG's.
GG's.
Tyler, catch up with you soon. GG's.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Well,
Those were some good games to watch.
That's quite an experience. Thanks for joining me for those. Sun Glitters and Sing Sing. We're going to be throwing it to a small break and enjoy watching the show, and I'll see you guys again sometime.
Okay, bye guys.
GG's, bye-bye.
GG's. All right, guys. That was the first round of today, the lower bracket quarterfinals best of 3 between Tyler1 and Dantes. One of the more uneven matches I think we're going to be seeing today, with Hera and Pox coming up next, and it's going to be co-casted by Knopf. All right, so let's bring on our co-caster whenever he's ready. I still see he's on deafen, but maybe he's got the stream open so he don't hear me twice or whatever. I'm ready to bring on Knopf whenever he hears this. He's going to be my co-caster for the next game. Knopf, welcome to the show, man. What's up?
Yo, Grubby! Hey, good to be here.
Good to have you back.
Final day.
Good to have you back.
Oh my god.
Your most promising student, Tyler1, is still in the tournament. He made it past Dantes.
Yes! Feels so good. What a good start we had in the loser bracket here.
Yeah, nice.
Oh wow, yeah,
Nice
that,
2-0.
yeah, impressive games there. I really liked how he adapted there with the TC build. I have not no idea where that come from, but
It's funny, right? Because you think you know a guy, you teach him many things that he knows, and you become intimately aware of someone's builds that they like to leverage, and suddenly he's like, Cap, TC first? You must have been a little nervous. What if it means that he doesn't stream for 8 months?
yeah, exactly. But I mean, TC is like yeah, this first hero that it's not so normal, but he pulled off a very interesting build here, using the Raiders and actually doing what TC and Shockwave together with Raiders good for.
Yeah.
Raiding the base, killing all the acolytes with Shockwave. Like, that was a really impressive play from nowhere.
And I thought he was never going to learn such kind of hit-and-run style, or never going to want to do it, because he's someone that's so good in the straight-up fight. He likes to out-micro, out-stutter-step his opponents. This is a level of tactical play that I wasn't sure he has the patience for, but he is also evolving during this tournament, and it's really good to see. Aside from a little few details, he played most of the parts of that build pretty theory perfect, with speed scrolls and town portals at the right time after doing good damage. So looking forward to see what he's going to be doing next. He's going to have a bigger challenge coming in whoever comes up from the next lower bracket quarterfinals best of 3 Knopf.
Yeah. So now we're gonna focus on Hera against Pox, right? And it will be yeah. What I mean, where should we start? This can go anywhere. I mean,
Let's start at the beginning. Let's start with what we know about Pox. What do you know about Pox, Knopf?
yeah. I mean, I've been studying most of the players quite a lot, and Pox is the type of guy that has a lot of knowledge about the game, and he seems to be doing his homework very well. Invested a lot of time into learning the fundamentals about what to creep and what, like, even what are the units, what's the strength and weaknesses, how should you use the heroes together with certain units. And yeah, so he put a lot of time into getting a lot of knowledge into how to play Warcraft 3, and then he executed that by playing ladder games and trying to review his own gameplay and see how he can improve and just yeah, be a better player. And now he finds his own style, playing a little bit of Warden first. So most likely gonna see the Warden in this series as well.
Yeah. Yeah, with that knowledge, Hera is going to have his work cut out for him. Someone that good at controlling the Warden can be a menace to anyone except a Night Elf player that has Demon Hunter with Mana Burn, which Hera decidedly is not. In the time that Hera did his ladder games last night, any thoughts he would have had about the game, any thoughts or preparations he would have done now, will he have found the multitude of ways that Undead has to deal with a Warden? And I say that while keeping in mind that even at the very high level on a map like Twisted Meadows, we have seen top players like Life or Kaho or whatever run Warden to take games off of Happy, the best Warcraft 3 player in the world that's also undead. Warden is not a joke hero.
Oh. No, Warden is she is very strong if she is played in the correct way. I think she scales very late. She scales very well in the late game, but can be very hard to play in the early mid game. But yeah, we have seen Pox doing quite well. So yeah, it will be hard, and I don't know how much practice Hera has been getting against Warden.
That's a good question, and it is difficult to find practice against Warden because it's such a specialist pick. It is one of the big tools that you can grab to, play a game of Warcraft 3, but not a lot of people do it on the ladder. Now, for those that don't know, Warden is a hero that specializes in mobility with her blink teleport ability and direct spell damage with Fan of Knives or Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike is a single target damage that does damage over time and performs a small slow on the target as well, whereas Fan of Knives can hit up to 6 targets in a flurry of blades, doing virtually instant damage to targets around her, the ones that are most adjacent. Playing the Warden, you have a goal of leveling her up fast, using her solo so that she doesn't share experience with anyone. And she is one of the best heroes at harassing enemy workers and getting in and out without being able to die very well. There's plenty of tools that Pox leverages to keep her alive. So at some point in the game, when the Warden gets high enough level, Pox will attempt to start taking down acolytes. And it will be up to Hera to either perform a surgical counterattack or defend his acolytes with all the tools necessary.
Yep. It will be interesting to see here. Do you know the first map?
First map is randomly decided to be Tidehunters. The random map pick goes from a pool of 3. Hera banned Hammerfall and Last Refuge. Pox banned Autumn Leaves and Springtime. The remaining maps were Tidehunters, Echo, and Northern. Tidehunters became the randomly selected first map. And the second map will be chosen between Echo or Northern Isles by whoever loses the first map. We're currently waiting for Hera. Pox is in the lobby already. Hera, of course, was around, but is not in the lobby yet.
I should join too, yeah?
Yes.
Let's see here.
And there's for Pox's challenge will have been to watch Hera's growing power level over the last few days to see the damage that Hera did in the clan war. I'm just going to switch to that scene for a second so you can see Hera defeated Simply 2-0, one of the Night Elf Brethrens. And he also managed to take down Yamato Cannon, the highest MMR person in the practice, with a 2-0 and a 2-1 score respectively. That's the last we saw of Hera in the clan war. Then he 2-1'd Tyler, which was his opening match, but he lost 0-2 to Simply. Now, Simply is a Demon Hunter user, which means that everything that Pox saw in that series is not necessarily able to be ported to his own personal experience, as Demon Hunter and Warden have a very different match flow. Looks like Hera joined the lobby, and we're going to be able to set up in the pre-game lobby. Both are here.
I mean,
we've got
as well.
Pox in the red and Hera in the blue. Server leaves both with about 82.95 ping. We got the ping equalizer.
Great.
Almost ready to go. The way that Hera lost against Simply was interesting. In both games, Simply got his level 6 Demon Hunter right before Catastrophe could have hit. Looks like we're ready. Let's talk more once we're in the game, Knopf. This is Tidehunters in the opening map of the second lower bracket round 2. The lower bracket round 2. Our first game is underway of the second round of lower bracket, round 2. The winner of this series, which is a best of 3, will be playing against Tyler1 in the third round of the lower bracket, Knopf. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Well, this will be a very interesting series because I think those two players are very, very strong. So it's really hard to say who's going to come on top here. We do see an Agent of War here from Pox early on, and not much more happening at Hero Space. Looks like it's going to be DK Ghoul, so standard opening here from both. But it will be interesting to see the first hero now for Pox, if it will be a Warden, because it's not 100% sure, right?
I feel like I'm willing to stake my reputation on that it's going to be Warden first.
Okay.
I've seen literally zero games where he opens with anything except Warden first, except in 2v2 or in Night Elf Mirror. I think it's going to be Warden. It is Warden first. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
He did do Bottom and Keeper first in the 2-on-2 that you and I casted together on Friday the 15th. But that was an adaptation to the 2v2 and the 4v4 and so on. For the solos, it's going to be the Warden, and he's going to open with Ancient of War creeping over here. Now, Knopf, I'm expecting Pox to make a second Ancient of War on the Overseer camp down here.
Yeah, I have been seeing some double Agent of War from him as well. So most likely he understood how important it is to level up the Warden.
Yeah.
He wants to get to level 3 as fast as possible, so he thinks that double Agent of War creeping is gonna help him. And also the Agent of War is very slow to walk around, and yeah, so it makes a lot of sense to actually get another one.
That's
to
right.
increase the creeping. Yeah.
That's right. And when you're walking around to new optimal creep locations, you can't be making archers either. Making archers with at least one of them some of the time is important to keep your power level growing so that you are more resilient against any early undead attacks. One of the early undead attacks that Hera is known to do is to try and get level 2 and then to find his way to the Night Elf base to start attacking some wisps. Slowing down the lumber economy of Pox is going to be potentially a powerful tool to delay his bear timing and Orb of Venom timing, and that's something Pox has, to be fair, struggled with a little bit. Low lumber count.
Yeah. He has been not sure how many wisps he really need, and that of course takes some time to learn, and also depending on what kind of build you're making.
Knopf! Let me interrupt you there. Look at this.
Yeah?
Look at the undead base. Hera sold Town Portal, bought Doots. He bought Boots. He made a second crypt, a third ziggurat. He's cheating! It's a double crypt all in!
Oh my god, what a start here we're having into the series. This can actually be really tough for...
Prepared a special build. But he's not producing ghouls right now. That's more important than anything is to keep up ghoul production. But this is going to be so unexpected. Now... Yeah. Making mass ghouls in greater numbers than expected is a very powerful build. But so far... wait, why is he... Oh, he bought Circlet. So far, this is not more ghouls than you could have had. The effects of this will really start to be felt in about a minute or two, as more ghouls will enter the field than could have possibly ever been part of the game. If Pox kills a lot of ghouls and gets level 3, this might be stopped very early in its tracks.
Yeah, I feel like... Pox has to react fast now. He is making more archers, but not enough, I feel. And maybe he should even start to make another Agent of War in his base, or at least a couple of Moonwells. He do have 350 gold in the bank, so he has to make sure that he's doing something with his gold right now. We can see a first dispel coming in here to remove some of the skeletons.
For some reason, Hera thinks it's illegal to use coils to save his ghouls. He's so coil aggressive brained. There have already been 3 detonates on Pox's own Warden, by the way. All 3 Wisps have detonated on his own Warden, burning 120 of his own mana. And although you don't see that much mana missing right now, it actually made him heal less efficiently from his Moonwells. These Moonwells are regenerating mana at night, but once the daytime starts, suddenly the absence of their juice will be quite a problem. Now, this looks like a little unusual to Pox already, but is he aware that this is actually a double crypt all-in? All the ghouls...
I don't think so.
I don't think he's aware of it, or if he is, there's very little time for him to pilot the ship in a different direction anymore, Knopf.
Yeah, he's running out of mana too, and I feel like... Yeah, he has to do something here. Probably his biggest chance is to kill the DK right now, I feel, but he doesn't have... He's running out of Moonwell juice, so he cannot heal up anymore, and he didn't make any extra Moonwells. And he's only level 2 as well, and 2 more archers is falling here. Wow, this is looking really tough.
This is Hera's RTS experience showing. Knowing that he's playing against what in many games would be called being a one-trick pony, Hera has decided to come up with a blind counter against what he knew is most likely going to be happening. Analyzing the weaknesses. Look at this ghoul block on the Warden, and he has enough mana for a coil. He coils his ass, and he gets the win. Well played, says Pox. GG, says Hera, in under 6 minutes. Hera's experience in this format allowed him to see the weaknesses that are inherent in Pox's opening. Pox loves to play long games. Every player in this invitational has an average game time of about 14 minutes, which is really standard for Warcraft 3, but Pox's average game time was 20 minutes. His whole match history is full of 30-minute games. Pox likes to take his time and to marinate his way into a build without rushing things, and Hera went the other extreme way. A double double all-in with double crypt, sell TP, unsummon altar, and channeled all his resources into a furious assault, washing Pox's base with ghouls. The counter to this would have been for Pox to make non-stop army production, moonwells, more Ancients of War, to make 100% of the bank that he has be invested into defensive tools. However, Pox kept up hope. And therein lied the problem. He hoped that the game would normalize into something resembling a normal game at some point, Knopf.
Yeah, what a start we're seeing here from Hera. He's pulling off something very different here, and he made it look very easy as well. I think he's making Pox sweat a bit right now, because this is not the start that he wanted. He didn't get the time to get into the game, like you mentioned. So this is a great way of starting a tournament match. It's gonna be a lot of nerves involved now as well, I feel, because this giving Hera a great start into the series.
Yeah, and I think also that at this point, Pox realizes that this series is gonna be anything but normal.
Most likely, looks like it. And what impresses me, it's Hera's preparation here.
Yep. That's right.
It seems like he has a really good sense about what's the weaknesses of Pox's build already. But what's going to be interesting now is to see if Hera will do the same or something different.
Honestly, he could do the same. He could just do the same. I think you should build switch when you caught someone unexpected unawares, but you know that they have the answer to your build, but you use the element of surprise. Right now, I haven't seen any evidence that Pox would actually know in the short time span allotted to him that he knows how to counter this build. It would have looked more like Wisp making Ancients of War, Moonwells, and non-stop archer production. He also detonated himself 3 times. When someone is shaking, keep pushing. Don't change and try to go past another point. Keep pushing the same way, and there will likely be no time to mentally recover or to come up with a strategy that would be able to stop this.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what's the second map gonna be here.
Echo.
And, okay, Echo Isles it is. Ooh, yeah. This is also... I mean, normally we do see Night Elves going for early creep camp here, the mercenary camp, which is a bit harder to creep, but I know that Pox has been practicing that. It's a creep camp where you can get... It's like high risk but high reward. If Hera would be putting a lot of pressure into the early again, we might see the same scenario here. But we will see if Pox is gonna play a more safe opening now, maybe even starting with some Huntresses. Yeah, we'll see.
Haven't seen him make a single Huntress in solo yet, but we're going to see what's going to happen exactly. Let's get the second map of this series on the road. Game number 2 between Hera and Pox. Love how you described what we might be seeing here, Knopf, because you're right, Pox likes to creep that mercenary camp with an Ancient of War. He put in much effort in order to find out exactly how to do that. And the problem is that this is one of the longer lasting creep camps that suffers more from interference. If Hera uses acolytes or ghouls to interrupt the creeping on the mer camp, that could quickly destabilize someone's plans. But where Pox could have opened maybe with Huntresses in order to completely try and change up the pace, or opening with a simpler camp, the green camp, to the top right of his own base, he's gonna stick to what he learned, stick to his guns, and try to propel him into a high-level warden very quickly, Knopf.
Yeah, and we do see that Pox is gonna go for the mercenary camp here.
Yes.
Oof, I'm already getting a bit of nerves here. Yeah, let's see. He has to do this very well, and we have to hope that Hera is not putting pressure, because this forces Pox in an awkward position here, because the Asian War is very far out from the base. And also, it's a bit tricky if you're not doing the creep the way you should. which is efficient with the lightning shield
Yeah.
forced by the wizard here. And that requires a little bit of practice and can go wrong sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's a tough combination of moves where you uproot the Ancient of War at the right time after pulling the camps around the forest. Pox showed a weird variant of creeping this where he makes the first archer, then uproots the Ancient of War, then reroutes it on the left. And the weird thing about that is that you could have just made it on the left immediately. There was no need to do that whole sequence. His warden was waiting next to it. So I wonder if he's laboring under the misapprehension that if he builds it closer, that would rouse the creep camp. But because it really doesn't. It looks like he's doing the same thing. He's going to eat a tree. Honestly, his creeping of it was pretty good when he's not being interfered with. Hera's Acolyte is very telling to his game plan, Knopf. It looks like Hera will open with an early fast expansion, I think.
Yeah, he's selling the TP again. Yeah, you are correct. And it looks like he is gonna go down to his gold mine here. He already killed a critter there with the Acolyte, so probably he's gonna try to get the roll. But I do like the position here of the Wisp. Pox seems to be aware that Hera has some kind of intention to do an expand here, so we actually know what's going on.
But he was too busy to do anything about it because he's so busy doing his own creep camp. So the Wisp died ingloriously to an auto attack coil. Pox accidentally denies a level 3 unit. That's going to cost him experience. Building kills do not give XP in Warcraft 3.
Yeah. Okay, so we do see Hera making his first cigarette here as well. I like that he is doing that before actually placing the haunted gold mine, which is normally a more safe way to play the expo build here.
Yeah. Yeah, one way that Yamato Cannon exposed weakness in Pox is by saying, I know eventually you're going to be up in my stuff killing workers, but what if I have 2 times the workers that you have by having 2 bases from minute 4? I know you're not busy. I know you're still busy scaling and you're not ready yet to hold. And another cool thing is that Hera is showing some high-level RTS psychology that he learned in AoE 2, no doubt, where you veer between 2 extremes. Extreme aggression with a double crypt all in tier 1, and then extreme greed with an early fast expansion. It's very difficult for people to adjust to the pacing differences that you create with that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's most likely creating that feeling again where he's putting a lot of pressure into Pox's mind here. So, but he sees that it's not so many ghouls this time, so maybe he has an idea about it's not all in. But he is not scouting anything, so he doesn't know. I would like to see Pox sending a Wisp here to make sure that he knows what's going on, because the expo is being built right now from Hera.
I think most likely in some way Pox is aware of it, or at least it's a possibility, but at the same time he's so busy defending. Now the losses sustained were fairly catastrophic enough. With the Wisp that was lost near the expansion, we have 1 Wisp here, 1 over here, and then a 3rd one and a 4th one. I think 5 Wisps were killed by either detonated or killed by Hera, which gave experience or at the very least denied them. We have 250 lumber. Hunter's Hole has started. 4th Moonwall is cancelled. Pox is going to have lumber issues, a problem that he usually solves by buying Shredder. But guess what? Echo Isles does not have a Shredder.
Yeah, that can be problematic actually. We do see Hera coming in again here for another ghoul run by, and also meanwhile his haunted gold mine is finishing, and he's gonna click up to tier 2 here most likely very soon.
Another Wisp goes down, the 6th one, and Archer goes down simultaneously. Pox has level 2 Fan of Knives, and he's getting those ghouls pretty low. The next fan is going to be devastating. That's nice. Couple of ghoul kills there, but more Archers go down. The Berserker goes down, and the final unit that Pox has is also getting attacked by Baron Morte. Another Fan of Knives kills another ghoul.
Baron Morte, what is this thing? I have never seen that before.
This is something you stop paying attention to eventually, right?
Yeah, maybe.
No, Hera is still tier 1, and he's making Necropolis at this expansion, which means even if he ends up ever losing Acolytes, Knopf... Pox finds 2 ghouls. He doesn't fight them!
Nice. Oh no, he just passed them, okay. Yeah, and we do see Hera is still staying with his DK here to have information about what's going on. Pox buying a staff of teleportation, so he can teleport home. But what can he do right now? What would his next step be here?
I mean, I feel like this boat has already sailed and Pox is not on it. That's what it looks like right now. We're looking at about 15 seconds or so until nighttime regeneration on Moonwells ceases to happen. There's very little lumber in Pox's future. He is remaking mini wisps, he has a decent bank, but he hasn't started his Ancients of Lore yet. In the meantime, Hera is mining from a second base. He has caught up by making his Necropolis transform into a Halls of the Dead. Now, Pox does show up here with level 2 Fan of Knives. He's going to try and get some ghouls. Nice split by Hera.
Ooh, nice.
And then the slow tower will actually prevent... Keep in mind, because he was forced to pick Shadow Strike, he can't blink after those ghouls.
Yeah, that's true. So he's... Yeah, he might have to use his teleportation here later on. Okay, another Fan of Knives coming out there, doing a lot of damage. But still, every trade here is good for Hero right now, because he's the one that has the extra income, so he can be okay with losing some extra units here.
Yep.
He's also making a second crypt now to keep up with production, because he has that extra income. And the DK is also doing nice work here. Meanwhile, the Warden was in his base.
You know what would be sick if somehow Hera was also aware of like gargoyle builds suddenly? Because we've never seen him go gargs.
Yeah,
this might just be
that would be something.
It might just be crypts for like ghouls or maybe fiends. It's 2 crypt and a graveyard synced up with the finishing of the Halls of the Dead, which to experienced Warcraft 3 players says this could be Gargs. This could be synchronized for Garg production when tier 2 finishes, and then he's going to continue hunting wisps. But we've never seen Hera make a Garg intentionally. He has made some Gargs unintentionally.
Yeah, we're gonna find the answer very soon. But Grubby, what worries me here is that Pox doesn't really have any production right now, and he just made his first lore.
Yes.
He has 2 archers and a warden. This is not looking good.
Not at all, not at all. And if Pox loses this, he's out. Currently, I don't see a path forward for him. Another coil kills an archer. Pox has been cowed into submission, restrained to his own base, with Pox's base in shambles. And the worst part is, this wasn't a power punch. This was a jab by Hera. He's been knocked out by a jab, not by a roundhouse kick to the face. Because all along, Hera was expanding.
Oh wow, yeah. I'd also like to see that here is also making a double slaughterhouse here as well. So he's gonna have 4 production buildings to keep up with the extra income that he's getting from the second base.
Wow.
So yeah, he's doing this very well. And we can also see that Pox seems to be afraid still for Hera coming into the base, because he made an Ancient Protector.
Yeah. Yeah, Ancient Protector is something that can make you feel safe when you've been attacked a lot, but it is actually theoretically the most incorrect, not just a bit incorrect. Because you're already so behind on production and scaling into the game, what you need to equalize out on now is you need to now prepare for the final all-in because of how the enemy has a base on you, or you need to get your own expansion. And an AP is exactly wrong, even though it feels right.
Yeah. And we do see also a Spirit Tower being upgraded here to protect the extra gold mine a little bit.
Look at this.
He also went for a double mana pot on the DK.
He just wants to come here and do more wisp kills. And he said, what if I just stay in your base? That every time you leave your base, I'm there and I'm going to coil wisp or auto attack archers every now and then. And Hera's also staying on a single hero for now. He's gone to double crypt, double
That's very
slaughterhouse.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's the idea about that. Maybe he wants to get, I don't know, high level DK?
Animate Dead Rush, Unholy Aura level 3 Rush to try and counteract Fan of
Something like
Knives.
that.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah. I really like how Hera is using his macro skills here. I can see a little bit of his Age of Empires 2 skills putting in the work here, because he knows how important it is to keep up with the production buildings here. He has 2 crypts, 2 slaughterhouse, and he's been producing very well. He's down to 100 gold, and he's already 61 supply up against 24 of Pox. Oh, Pox coming in here, passing Hera. I don't know if you saw that.
No, he didn't expect to run into him yet. There was actually something for the taking, a wand of mana steal. Both players didn't click it fast enough. Warcraft 3 is it's a game where you can be pushed to your limits of computational power as you're busy with so many different steps. And of course there's the match stress as well. There's being under duress of Hera's Furious Assault. And both players comically didn't notice a high value item on the ground. Both had a full inventory, so it would have been a two-step plan in order to try and take that item. Hera finally makes the Lich Queen. He decided to delay her so that he can synchronize her coming out with Black Citadel to buy the Orb of Corruption. He's also started Abomination, Disease Cloud, Destroyer upgrade. He's got 2 attack upgrades with his... oh, he cancelled an attack upgrade. He was working on a second attack upgrade, only has 1.
Yeah, Grubby, I don't know. I feel like Hera came in very prepared for this series.
Yes.
He is playing by the books right now. It looks like he had a very clear game plan about what to do here as well.
Yeah, it's funny as uncoordinated and random some of his latter games felt. It looks like Hera should never be underestimated because Hera prepares for tournaments. He's got so much experience and he's really bringing the pain train. Clearly done some preparations, come up with a couple of builds. He has studied his opponents, and Pox that has breathed so much fear into everyone's hearts. Some of his opponents in this tournament, someone so competent and capable, so knowledgeable and so scary on the Warden, has been made to look non-threatening by Hera's preparation and builds.
Yeah, Pox needs to do something really, really special here to get back in this game, because Hera has been on double income for a long time now. We can see that it's up to 68 supply, but we do have Bear Form coming in for Pox now. Actually, it's already finished, so he's gonna have his first Druid of the Claw with Bear Form here, so that's good against all the Fiends.
Yeah, but now Destroyer upgrades is finished as well. There's an Abomination with Disease Cloud. We've got a lot of Fiends here. Destroyers chain morphing as well with full mana. Look at this, he's taking out the bears. This is the first bear going down as well. Any fan of knives can be counteracted by heal scrolls as well if Hera uses it at the right time. It just looks like a furious assault that there's no stopping of.
Oh man, this is... what can I say? This is a very one-sided match here. Hera is playing so well. Pox doing what he can, but it's just too much.
Well played, man.
Wow.
You're a different guy than yesterday. I couldn't say it any better. Everything just looks so clean. So high level what Hera did. So many good decisions. The little things. The coils, the novas, the prioritization, the pressure, the goldmine, the builds. Well played, man. You're awesome. GG, thank you. Hera with an easy 2-0 victory. And I lied earlier today, Knopf. I lied when I said that probably the most uneven game of today already happened. I thought Tyler's domination over Dantes was going to be the biggest mismatch in the tournament. But that's actually not true. I think Hera gapped Pox by a bigger amount than Tyler's second game against Dantes, at least.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a really big gap already. Now, Pox is incredible, and I'm not saying this to diminish Pox in any way, but the way that Hera played this, like he was never in any danger, like it was just incredible.
Yeah, that was perfect gameplay here. It's very impressive to see, and even Pox mentioned that Hera is a different player today, and I'm thinking, how much can you actually improve just by 1 day of practice?
Apparently a lot, which is pretty crazy, right? And it's not just practice, it's preparation, it's experience, it's probably studying opponents a little bit. Hera did mention on a previous cast that he had some of his moderators giving him a little bit of extra analysis as well, you know, looking out for any tips and tricks to pick up any info on others. So this is all legitimate, of course. You can study each other's practice. It's a streamer event and anyone has the power to be able to do that. But do you know how to change your play, and do you have the ability to act on it? It looks like for Hera the answer is yes.
Yeah, very interesting to hear their thoughts about this series as well, because that was not expected for me as well. Can't say anything else than that yeah, Hero was playing very, very well. And yeah, maybe Pox should try to see if he can make some other strategies work as well to have a little bit more different builds that he can choose between.
For sure. For sure. Maybe we can also have a chance to get Pox on the channel as well to get him into this lobby. It looks like he's already here. Pox, you have shown such incredible play and it's been so fun to have you. Unfortunately, your journey in the tournament is at an end, but it couldn't have happened to a stronger opponent, looks like.
Honestly, I'm really happy how everything went. Despite I choked a little bit, he is not the same person I fought a few days ago, you know, like, and I'm proud of him for that. He really put in the time and effort. And as some people in my chat say, you know, the fact that he practiced so hard means he respects you as an opponent, you know, like I wish nothing but the best for him. I choked a little bit, but his pressure was relentless. You know, I wanted to go harass the workers, but then he was just constantly denying my wisps and I should have harassed, but he just really got me in a good spot.
It's an amazing,
I think I held the
amazing attitude to have. You think you go ahead?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think I did much better in the second game at the start, but then the second wave when he hit with it just really kind of fumbled me.
Hera, you showed a big improvement as a player. Welcome, congrats on the victory. And even though, of course, we commiserate with Pox's defeat, that's what competition is like. And you know that like no other. You looked prepared today, Hera.
Yeah, I just want to say, obviously, first, G-Well played a Pox. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I feel like I had your number today, but I think you still played a great event, and you definitely made a name for yourself in the Warcraft scene. So, yeah, well played. GG's. And, yeah, I think I had just some good prep. I had a couple coaches helping me. One guy in particular spent, like, 5-6 hours with me yesterday. Say so. I don't know if you guys know him. But...
Oh, wow.
No, Death Note roasted me on stream for, like, an hour, so he was also great. I shouldn't say he's great because he never said that about my gameplay or anything about me. He refused to give me one compliment. I asked him one compliment at the end. He said no. So Death Note's as harsh as they come. But I had Seiso as well. Seiso literally spent like 6 hours with me last night, and he was just awesome. So, you know, shout out to both coaches, of course. But yeah, just really happy with the win, and I think it was a good couple strats.
Can I ask you a question? About your gameplay? So I actually, this morning I woke up, saw your crazy win streak, and was studying some of your VODs. You played so much better than your actual games in the replays. So much better.
Like today? Oh, yes. I don't know. Maybe a good night's sleep. I don't know.
No, for sure. Like I watched them, woke up and looked. Your micro with your units was much better. Your pressuring was much better. The direction you chose to come from, like you may not seem like it, but you changed a lot. So it's very good on you.
Thanks, man. Listen, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's great to hear. Thank you so much, bro.
What impressive.
We'll never know the secret on how you turn up to 11 in your tournament games, Hera, but you did, and that's what matters. You're gonna
up to like 52.
Experience. It's either the experience or the lunches. I'm not sure which one I have more of, but either way, it's helping.
But your journey isn't done yet. We are going to be going straight into your match against Tyler1, and therefore I'm going to kick you out of the call so that you can prepare for that and take your much-needed break.
Yeah.
It won't be long. Knof, I'm kicking you out as well because Tyler1 probably would like to have a little chat with you. I'll just close the show with Pox before we go into break. Get out, guys.
Take care. Yeah.
Yo, Pox. Overall, you enjoyed the tournament, and I hope you had a good experience, even though you ran into the wall of Hera here.
You know what? Losing to Yamato and losing to Hera, I'm okay with that. You know, like it was a challenge on both, but I wanted to challenge myself. You know, like I didn't come into the tournament. I'm not gonna say I didn't come into the tournament expecting to win. I did bring it my all. These players definitely take it more seriously, and that's not like a negative thing, right? You know, they're really locked in, and I just kind of wanted to go and have a lot of fun and see how far I could get, you know, with the attitude of winning, and I'm happy where it ended. You know, like if I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing, maybe a little bit less stalling, but it didn't really matter because the amount of prep Yamato put in before he versed me, and then the amount of prep that Hera put in before he versed me, you know, would have been the same thing all over again. And I really respect the mentality they have towards that.
All right. Awesome stuff. Pox, what a great guy. And I've scarcely seen someone that has taken a defeat with greater grace. What a great guy. We should do a little shout out to Pox's channel as well. GG. Pox Righteous Fire Enjoyer, ARPG MMO indie game, Warcraft 3 custom game enjoyer.
Welcome everybody, thank you for the introduction, Grubby, and yes, you are right, I did cover a lot of preparation of the players, but today in the morning I woke up to the news that Hera is like playing on ladder, late night, you know, for him, and it's like 12-0, and I immediately started like following this, and you know, we didn't have like a full information, so after he won, right, now versus Pox, right, hello Pox, he said that he stayed with the coach, but we didn't know that, right? It was like a lot of speculation. Was the coaching with Death Note? Is that the championship? Like, what is it? And I can tell you that, yes, Hera has a lot of good habits now, so the coaching definitely worked. It's also, you know, Championship Sunday, and Hera is a multiple champion in a different game, of course, but yes, Hera definitely is prepared, and I'm very excited to see him. And one last thing, today in the morning as well, Knopf was coaching Tyler1 versus some in custom games versus Undead. Those two players definitely put a lot of preparation.
All right, let's get this show on the road. The first map is going to be Tidehunters, and then we'll catch up with Pox as well and his thoughts on this series. We're going to jump into it. We're 10 seconds away from these two giants clashing. That's Tidehunters, and this is Tyler1 against Hera. It's the first map of this round in the bracket. Pox, your thoughts for this series?
We're all with where Tyler1 is going, or just how I like about the game, or about me? Sorry.
Anything you want to say for this game?
Anything?
Your thoughts after?
I want to see what I want to see what Tyler's gonna do. Like, there's no way he's gonna pull out a TC first. So I'm curious if we're gonna see Farseer harass, if he's going to try to go on the aggressive when Hera was aggressive against me. I'm curious what he thinks Hera is going to do. Is he going to go for fast expo? Is he going to go for harass? I assume you don't harass Orc that early because they can just burrow into their burrows, right? They can protect their workers much better.
That's right. The fresh level 2 Death Knight into Wisp harass doesn't have nearly the same effect. The early game, like the first 5 minutes, is when burrows are at their strongest, when they're not really much of a vulnerability yet, at least outside of the Orc-Human matchup. And Undead usually does their best to stay away from it. I know a couple of cheeky timings that Undead can do against Orc early game that are as unexpected as they can be lethal, but I would be very surprised if Hera was aware of those books.
Well, in that case, do you think that there is a potential scenario where he abuses the fact that I think Tyler maybe goes late on the fortified burrows and then just instead tries to take a burrow or two and delay him?
It could definitely happen. There's a couple of different timings, both early in the tier 1 as well as in the tier 2 or 3, that can punish burrow play without reinforced defenses quite well. So, Apeman, no doubt you know many of such builds yourself.
I mean, I'm wondering as well, right, what Hera is going to do after coaching in the games on ladder. I've noticed that he got better with creeping level 3 and especially level 2 under Farseer pressure. But on the other hand, Tyler1 pressure is very, very good. Grubby, I have only one question. Are we going to see Spirit Walkers on tier 2 by Tyler1? I hope this mistake was removed by coaching, because yes, playing Spirit Walkers versus Undead sounds crazy.
I have done it before. If you go for Spirit Walkers first, you need to not overmake them. You make one, probably the maximum, maybe two, but probably just the one. And if you use it to get a very early expansion or go to tier 3 with some extra map control that you otherwise would not have, it can be good. Now, there's a reason top level orcs don't play walkers. It's because the window is so small to exploit against a good tier 3 timing that we pretty much it's too hard to hit. It's too hard to hit that timing before destroyers come out. But everything is a little slower at this elo. The same timings don't get leveraged in quite the same way. So it can be better here than in Lin versus Happy. Don't you think so?
That's a very good description, and you know that the timing is so small that I haven't seen it that much, but the first thing that surprises me is that Tyler1 is creeping, right? When they met yesterday, Tyler1 was trying to harass with level 1 Farseer. Now he's going for level 3 creep road, and Both players are creeping. I don't see Ritual Dagger on Hera, so his Death Knight is half HP, but Aura should do a lot of here. But yes, both players are creeping so far, no fireworks. And yes, when level 3 hits, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen.
I've never seen Farseer creep like this before. Is this a common thing?
Looks like something new that he prepared. Farseer is the de facto early harass hero. That's the strongest level 1 hero against other level 1s. But yeah, it definitely happens. If you go for an early level 3 Farseer, or even with level 2, there are windows that you can exploit against people, acolytes. There's this build that I like to play in 2005, where you rush to level 2 Farseer, you wait until nighttime, you get the Staff of Teleportation from the Goblin Shop, you have Speed Scroll, and then you Speed Scroll into the Undead base with your wolves, and you straight away target 2 different acolytes. You chain lightning at the same time, and you kill several acolytes while they're mid-tech. It hits at something like maybe the 5-minute mark, 5:15 before the Necropolis completes, and it can just be game-winningly strong. You can then Staff of Teleport out to your expansion, where you have an expansion building already. It's very powerful. Looks like Tyler might be wanting to do something like that, and get a Farseer, maybe go for some acolytes. There's 2 windows to exploit, either during tier 1, which would be now, he's going to be late, or after tier 3 has been clicked.
Interesting. It's always the best to harass against any race when their main building is teching up, as you cannot produce workers, which then limits your income from the gold mine.
But you want to get to the Undead base undetected, and Hera sent his level 3 Death Knight, and he finds the army of Tyler approaching. This is bad news for Tyler, who's going to stick to his guns and continue the plan of going for acolytes. The timing here is not bad. 19 seconds away from tech means acolytes cannot immediately be remade. He's going to get in.
Level 3 Farseer.
Kill 1 acolyte. He has enough mana to do another chain lightning, which could be level 2. No, he picked the wolves. So he's going to TP out. He killed 2 acolytes. Not that bad at all. But at the same time, Hera kills like 3 headhunters.
Yeah, I was counting them exactly 3 and TP, and yes...
It's the build! It's the build! The 2005 build! Expanding at the same time. Knopf taught him the build, maybe.
All Hera has to do is move a tiny bit left with that acolyte, and he can find the expansion, but will he?
This is a very strong build to do against someone that has limited experience in the game. An expansion at this timing, made at 5 minutes, is going to be extremely unexpected for Hera. An expansion offers a lot of extra window of opportunity to make mistakes, have losses, and then replenish. It's something that needs to be responded to very early, and the acolyte kills actually delay someone. And Hera is even more delayed than he should have been, as he forgot to start his tech for 40 seconds, Saul.
Yeah, and the second hero as well, he was floating a lot of resources, and I was wondering maybe it's going to be Dark Ranger second, you know, as the answer to Headhunters, but no. The push really put Hera off guard a little bit, and yes, the Acolyte is chilling close to the expansion. Tyler1 is just creeping, and he's producing what he kinda likes, right? This tier 2 army, Raiders, Headhunters, and he will get a lot of them. But again, Hera is growing to be a real undead player, you know, give him 3 heroes, 2 statues, and he can trade to infinity, he can win with hero levels, so I think we are going to have a very, very interesting game.
Hera just scouted the expansion, DK hit level 4, he's got a mana potion on his DK.
Level 4 is crazy at this point, Pox. At 7 minutes 20, I don't know if you have like an internal compass of Warden level timings that you like to have. Oh, well, hold that thought. We can't really delve into that too much. Tyler's doing a base attack, is finding a Lich. Death Knight level 4 with a couple of ghouls and skeletons is finding a Headhunter, as Tyler is between 2 undead heroes, but Hera has no town portal. He needs to be careful of a potential surround.
You're gonna get a net here?
It's gonna net the Death Knight instead of ghouls. Ghouls are a certain kill if you net them. Hero will need to be surrounded very soon after an ensnare in order to have that be meaningful. Tyler's expansion is done. He's already starting to mine, and he's making Raiders and Headhunters. Whereas right now Hera is kind of stuck at home, 900 lumber in the bank, and a lot of ghouls still gathering lumber. Saul, would you like Hera to be more proactive with his army right now, or do you think he can wait for a tier 3 army?
I think as played, just Hera should just wait a little bit, right? His tier 3 timing is not that bad. His ghouls are working hard at home. Hera is at 900 lumber. He's taking the ghouls right now. He won't need that much lumber in this game. And of course, tier 3, then he can decide, right? He can counter-expand. It would be that shocking, right? If he makes a better army, he can allow to be like a little bit behind in gold. The game is definitely open, and I have only one question. Did Tyler1 develop some kind of taste for base race after what he did to Dantes, right? With this shockwave destroying Necropolis, killing all acolytes. I wonder if Tyler1 is going to do it again, but he's not buying a new Sclove-Town portal, so it kind of looks like he's not going to be like, you know, base racing, basically.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to make...
Mask.
Yeah, Sobi Mask is really good for the Death Knight, and it looks like Tyler's just trying to make the strongest possible army in order to fight Hera straight on. Tyler's doing some clever 50 pop save up, while not quite fully mining yet, but mining a good amount. The level 2 TC timing, not as strong as it could be, but look at this, many items are still on the ground. The Lich was supposed to pick up these items. There was a small glimpse for Tyler to see those items, but I'm not sure he's really aware of it.
Lich was shopping for the Orb of Corruption, and Lich forgot to pick two very good items that were hand-picked for the Lich. Hera is in a very bad position, and yes, he can hide in his base, but the items will be there.
I wonder if anyone remembers to take those items. There's about 300 gold of items lying on the high ground over there that Hera meant to give to his Lich, but his Lich was buying Orb of Corruption. Hera's kind of shaking right now. He's got his Destroyer upgrade ready, and he's working on Ghoul Frenzy, but it's past the 10-minute mark, and the perfect window of time to attack has come and gone. Tyler's expansion is in full swing. Now, Hera is aware of this, but it just so happens that the way that the Undead race works, they want to play around these two timings of Ghoul Frenzy and Destroyer upgrade. And so Hera is taking his time. And while that may look weird to RTS aficionados that feel like expansions need to be countered early, it is true, but some patience needs to be had by Undead players that see expansions. Though, I think, Saul, Hera is overdoing it.
He's creeping Lich. At least Lich got the items. This is certain. Circle of Nobility and Glove of Haste were picked up from the lab. Tyler1 is really enjoying his time, and he's transitioning into some Wind Riders, which is pretty interesting. There is no Fiends. There is this rule, right, that versus Orc you don't make Fiends, but there's one exception. If he transitions into Wyverns, you need some web, or Gargoyles at least.
That's right, that's right. Either one of those would help a lot. And I also get some important information from people that are watching some of the personal perspectives. The Acolytes, it does not have vision of the building. He sees peons now and then, and so it's really, we're not sure if he's like super aware of it or not, but either way, a fight is breaking out here. Ghouls are weaving into the Headhunters. The War Stomp is pretty darn good. In comes the Destroyer. Destroyer is being target fired by the Wind Riders. Now would be a perfect time for Tyler to press the heal scroll button. He's losing. There it is! Huge heal scroll by Tyler1. His units get really healthy as I lose control of the camera. Hera's army is getting destroyed here. This might honestly be one of the best games I've ever seen Tyler play. He's rising to the occasion in a way that I have rarely ever seen. Oh my god, TC gets level 4, Tyler crushes the fight. He even still has bonus resources in his inventory. With the True Shot Aura, the Invul, and the Heal Scroll, with a expansion fully mining, Hera has run into the brick wall that is Tyler1, and will now need to try and find a window to, in some way, get back into the game, Pox.
Looks like Hera's gonna go try to counter his expansion right now with 3 ghouls. He's got vision of it. It's not really gonna do much when the orcs can burrow and actually kill the ghouls. This is a tough spot for Hera. I think he's gonna try to creep jack right now, but it's really dangerous. At least he doesn't have any raiders, so he can't get net. Got 1 right there. I'm curious, did he have the healing scroll on his DK the whole fight, or did he buy it after they disengaged?
I believe he already had it, Pox, and possibly missed the window to use it correctly. Now, Death Knight does get level 5. He still has Sobi Mask. Coil Nova is quite a powerful tool. there might be some kind of crazy situation where several Coil Nova kills get Tyler1's heroes. It will be his challenge to not let that happen, Pox.
Yeah, a ghoul goes down at the expansion, and you, even if an undead has a weak army, you do not want to fight a Coil Nova, especially when DK's 5 with his mana and in Lich 3. That is very dangerous. Undead has ridiculous amounts of sustain with a Shadow in the back, so he could easily just keep picking off the units. Tyler's doing really good with the aggression, though. I like the split on the Wolves. He actually got vision of him just because of that. I wonder if he's going to flank him or just go for the base.
Yeah, you're right. You're right to describe that situation. He has two choices. Looks like he's going to go for the base, maybe get some pickoffs on reinforcements. Meanwhile, Tyler's reinforced defenses. Burrows actually is able to stop the ghouls from killing a lot of peons, though he has momentarily not noticed that he hasn't put them back to gold yet. Still, Tyler's in a commanding position. He's committing the cardinal sin of attacking an undead base, which is usually not wise. But is his advantage big enough, Saul?
The supply lead is huge, but we are inside of the undead base. How important is a slaughterhouse? I think it's very important. There's only one statue on the ground, and look at Tyler. He's recreating some Dantes move, you know. I don't think this TP was necessary, but Tyler was like, I'm so ahead. I destroyed the slaughterhouse. Just go back and regroup.
Yeah, you know, he's channeling what he learned in 2-on-2 and in the game against Dantes. And you're so right to call it a Dantes town portal. Collapsing under no pressure at all. But I think we can offer him the generosity of interpretation and say that this was a town portal to save the lead. To say that undead expansions are spooky. And that killing a slaughterhouse by itself has already led to a checkmate. Why risk further aggravation of a fight when this is the most advantageous fight that Hera could ever have? Hera remakes the slaughterhouse in the same location, Boneyard in the pocket, and tries to make a Hail Mary maybe play, going for a Frostworm in the back. Now, Frostworms aren't as good as they normally are. Tyler with Witch Doctor Torrents can be countered by Torrents. However, Tyler with Witch Doctor Torrents can be countered by Worms, but this is a Raider Headhunter Kodo Windrider build. It's not nearly as vulnerable to Worms as some other builds.
Tyler's creeping red. Looks like he's trying to get Lich level 3. He does need to move the DK away, though, to get Lich some solo XP, but he'll still probably hit level 3. It's not looking good for Hera. Tyler's got his beautiful Endurance aura from TC. He also, is that War Drums? That's from the Kodo. He's got the True Shot aura item as well for his Headhunters, and he just picked up a Helm of Valor. That's very good for TC. No, the Agi, I guess, gives him some armor and he gets some HP from it. So he's keeping it on the Farseer.
I think this is a good item, a very good item. That is the worst item you could have found that isn't Drums and Endurance. And I'm not putting down the item, it's still really good. Like, we're not going to sell it. But the other items, they give intelligence, mana. There's Burning Aura on TC. Then there's Unholy Aura, Brilliance. Most of those are better. This is better than Claws of Attack plus 12, though, I think. Getting some extra health on the Farseer makes him resilient to getting nuked.
Got the double Invon potion, one for TC, one for Farseer, a Scroll of Healing on his TC, Wand of the Wind. Maybe we'll see him Wand of the Wind the DK, and then go for a kill on the Lich when he can't heal. Destroyers
are low heading into this fight. There's a Coil Nova on the backline, or at least a Coil. There's a Web. That's going to be a free Windrider kill. Tyler1 killed the Slaughterhouse once again. One Windrider's gone down, second one flying away. There's another Web by Hera on the Windrider. This is where Tyler takes his biggest risk of the game so far. Fighting in the undead base is unnecessary, but getting some ensnares will lead him to get some kills. That's the 5 population destroyer going down. There's a little bit of lag on the observer side. He kills another Windrider. He kills another Fiend. So Tyler1 is bulldozing this base.
Yeah, but the Frostworm is here. If there is one hope, you know, to use the undead base defensive, it's with the Frostworm. You sit in those towers, you slow down everything. Can Hera survive this? Can he force the TP? The situation is not looking good, but the Frostworm is dead, and now it looks very, very grim. Tyler1 is popping up the Invul potion. He's going for Hera Heroes. There is almost nothing left into the undead base, and ironically, the games versus Dantes gave him a lot of experience.
And he kills...
He's going for the TC! The TC was caught!
He kills the Tauren Chieftain right at the end. This is an eventuality Tyler could have avoided if he war stomped as he town portaled out. He let the small invulnerability potion on the TC run its course, then TP. There was a window, 225 health on the TC where Coil was going to kill him, and now the Tauren Chieftain is back. There's enough mana to Coil Nova. He's going straight for the TC again. TC is gonna die back at the tavern. Tyler1 is throwing the game. Hera is finding an angle to get the double back-to-back kill on the Tauren Chieftain. There's a Frost Nova on the Headhunters, another Coil as well. Many units are getting taken out. This is a Death Knight with Ring of protection, Perioptive Health, Talisman of Evasion, Greater Heal. He's not going to easily fall by the wayside here. There's enough mana to save the Lich if the Lich becomes a focus target. He's killing all the Headhunters. This is a disgusting turn of events for Tyler, but a very fortuitous turn of events for any Hera fans in the chat. Everyone seemed to be counting him out, but he is here killing things and taking names.
This is crazy. This is crazy. The Frostworm is here. Like, I was like, okay, Hera has only 2 heroes, but what about heroes and Frostworm on top of that? Tier 2 Orc army, you know, not upgraded Headhunters. They just melted. We saw how important Tauren Chieftain was. He died. Okay, we can do the Tavern Revive. Tyler1 had like around 2,000 gold, but no, it was super costly for him. And it's never too late for Pit Lord. Pit Lord is in Hera army, and he's going to attack Tyler1 expansion. Tyler has 1 AFK Wyvern, but can he hold this? Hera has no Dispel, so the Wolves can provide a lot of value, but man, Frost Armor in Hera hands also is looking pretty good, saving Death Knight from Wolves. The start is ongoing. Let's go.
Tauren Chieftain is only just...
Frostworm net.
Oh, the Frostworm net. Wow, in the burrow. That's a big kill for Tyler1. There's a coil on the Frostworm that's maybe going to save it. There's enough mana for a Chain Lightning. The Frostworm is dropping really, really low. He doesn't quite get it. There's a Chain Lightning. Another coil on the Frostworm. And he's gonna survive. The Tauren Chieftain is somewhere on the map, running all the way to the south side of the map. I'm not sure where he thinks he's going, while the Burrow is firing at the Frostworm again. The Frostworm goes down. Tyler1 gets that kill. He still has Speed Scroll in order to get away here as well. He's targeting the Lich right now as his Farseer drops low, and his TC is making a circuitous route back to his main base. 10 mana away is the Death Knight from being able to coil the Farseer. Tyler1 is now targeting the Pit Lord. It's still getting attacked by the Burrow, by the Wolves, by the Farseer as well. There's a coil. The Pit Lord is alive. The Farseer is getting targeted. He needs to Town Portal out or he's going to be cooked. He's trying to run away. Finally uses the Cyclone Wand on the Tauren Chieftain as the Farseer stands still and measures his girth with the Pit Lords as Mongrathod was in hot pursuit. Now, in the meantime, Hera still has 1,600 gold in his main base, so he is still mining. In the meantime, Tyler1 is still mining from 2 bases, so he can make a larger army.
Tyler1 survived. This way.
Yeah, go, Pox.
I was going to say, who would have thought with Hera being on the defensive so long, you know, the thing is true. Be very careful or just never attack an undead base. You know, from the start of that, with the TC dying right after the Invon potion, Hera's snowball kind of started to begin. It's like right. Hera's going for an expansion now. Tyler almost saw it, but the Wolves just despawned.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we can see how quickly advantage can disappear in Warcraft 3, right? Tyler1 had everything, double base, a lot of gold in his pocket. He was pressuring deeper and deeper into the undead base, right? The first Frostworm went down, and I was thinking, okay, Tyler1 is just going to teleport out and heal, and then the Tauren Chieftain died. Okay, instant rebite. He died again, and all of the Headhunters as well. Tyler1 is on tier 3 and he's still making Headhunters, not Berserkers. At least we have Troll Bad Riders, they are pretty good versus Frostworms. And yes, there's 1 Frostworms on the way. Undead heroes are very strong. I know that much, Grubby.
That's right, that's right. By the reckoning of a pro game, Hera would now officially be in the lead, as DK Lich are better PvP heroes, whereas Farseer TC are army controlling heroes. Hera's also making higher quality units in Frostworms and having potential to get Destroyers as well, whereas Tyler is working on Bats and Headhunters. Hera is now officially ahead. The only way that in which Tyler1 is still ahead, he has better consumes and permanent items on his heroes, and he has a larger bank and current income. He doesn't know that Hera has an expansion just yet. So, this game could still go in any way. Tyler has to go over 50 population and use a larger army to try and get a kill. Also, Warstomp level 3 is a huge tool in order to shut down the ability to coil at an opportune time. Let's see what these Bat Riders will do against the Frostworm and how Hera will use his coils and novas. Tyler1's main base has run out. He's getting his Berserker upgrade. He's spamming Wind Rider production. But Saul, he needs time to get those units on the field with a large bank and only a limited production queue.
I really like what Tyler1 is doing with his Shadow Wolves. They're invisible. They're now in the middle of the map, but not to attack the undead army. They are sent to attack undead economy. And versus this, you either need a full base wall off, which is like really hard to do, especially on expansion as well, or to keep Destroyer in the base. But when the moment the wolves are turning back and they'll expire, they'll do actually nothing. I don't know, maybe Tyler1 was afraid of undead army moving. And don't worry, I think he will send new wolves. Farseer is an intelligence hero, so definitely Farseer can afford it, but those wolves, they need to do something.
They're checking for different gold mines, but he's actually using them in the fight. A free kill by Coil Nova as Hera is using mana, which is a regeneratable resource to kill real units. Tyler1 is mad, and he jumps after him. Both bats are getting webbed right there as a destroyer is being target fired. TC in a good position to do a war stomp. Is he going to stomp? There it is, a war stomp. As his TC is dropping really low, really fast, Box.
He hit the Invon potion, everything looks good. The Bat Riders are coming around from the back, focusing the Lich. We got a Wand of the Wind going on the DK. Another Stomp, looks like Focus Fire on a Destroyer of Bat Riders coming in. Was that a Healing Scroll I just saw?
I think so. Another great war stomp as Lich is being targeted.
A triple hero stun.
There's an enemy dead, but it's only on 2 units. There's only 2 ground units that died as Hera uses his ultimate ability and wastes a lot of mana on a single thing. Chain Lightning on the Pit Lord, but he gets a coil from the Death Knight last second. Tyler maneuvers his TC away from danger, which is a clever play. He comes back in again when it's a little bit safer. Chain Lightning level 3. Pit Lord goes down. The Pit Lord is down, and Hera runs away with 2 units as his destroyer is forgotten and almost kills a Wind Rider. A huge fight by both players. Tyler1 having the advantage there. But now, suddenly, we have Tyler1 that's down to a single base. He's not even mining with everything next to that gold mine. And Hera has taken a second gold mine. His gold mine is active. Tyler1 finally becomes aware of it. And he sees the Acolyte there, as Hera is in position to defend against the Wolf. Now, time is on Hera's side. He's going to need to use his time in order to get this expansion up. But Tyler1 finds it, and he's going to be sure to relentlessly send Wolves there. And Pox, if a single Acolyte dies, this TC may get level 6 of it. No, it's actually like 3 Acolytes, but okay. A few Acolytes.
Still, a TC leveling in the middle of a combat fight, like nobody's really going to expect, and then instant reincarnation.
Reincarnation's going to be big. When a hero dies, like TC, but he has reincarnation available as his ultimate ability, it will come back to life with full health and mana after about 5 seconds. Is it 5 seconds, Box?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe 3 to 5 seconds, no longer.
It's not that long. And it doesn't give experience the first time he dies. Now, here's a problem. Tyler1 doesn't have Healing Salve running on his Farseer. He's very close to being able to get Coil Nova nuked and dropping really low. One Wind Rider runs into a tower that Tyler1 is focusing right now. Farseer runs away. He used the heal scroll trying to stay alive. There's another coil. Tyler needs to TP out, and he does. He does, but he lost 2 Wind Riders in this attack, killing nothing.
Nothing.
Literally nothing. Yes, nothing died. Tower and Chieftain is still on level 5.9. How you can kill nothing that was so good for Hera? The supply gap doesn't exist anymore.
Hera has also...
Did Hera lose some Acolytes here to neutrals? Sorry?
Yes.
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah, the Wolves were actually harassing the gold mine simultaneously. Hera cancelled the gold mine or lost it without cancel. He then spread his Acolytes to another gold mine, but that one wasn't crept yet. So now there is no more future gold plan for Hera. What is true is that Tyler will run out of gold at his expansion in 5 minutes. And so he needs to do something before that. Either take another base or win a fight. What the hell is Hera's Death Knight doing here? Some solo hero scouting? Uh-oh. You're on the wrong side of town.
Inspiration from Warden.
Farseer, only 640 life. He gets instantly Novad. He's taking damage from the tower. DK comes in. He can coil that ass. Coil on the Farseer. He runs melee, uses invulnerability potion, targets the Lich. But where the hell is his TC? It's stuck behind towers. The Farseer has nothing anymore. He runs away. He gets attacked by Frostworm. What is this play by Tyler1? The Farseer gets coiled. Oh my god! Melee Farseer without a town portal. As Tyler focuses the Frostworm, he gets the kill, gets TC level 6.
We're gonna see a Stomp come in here?
Nope. Yeah, this Tauren Chieftain is ready for everything. You try Coil Nova this Tauren Chieftain and he'll resurrect, and is going to be very costly in mana, but man, the disease cloud is spreading, the ghouls are here. Hera is so efficient.
Hera's so efficient, getting a lot of kills with the Coil Nova. He's level 7 and level 5. This game is reaching epic proportions. As Hera has correctly analyzed, there isn't a lot of crowd control or reason for him to respect Tyler's army. His Death Knight is just walking forward. He keeps starting coils, but as vision is lost, it interrupts the thing. There's a War Stomp, there's a Raider. Now, if he was good at surrounds, he should hint the surround right here with Raiders and War Stomp. But all that Tyler's doing is just attacking, and he lets the Death Knight get away. That should have been a kill at higher level.
Again.
He's just gonna go away.
Nope, okay. The regeneration on the DK with the Sobi mask, he heals mana faster than his Farseer does. It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of regen. Acolytes.
Not including the statue either.
That's true. He does need a statue again, and it's coming. Another Frostworm is coming too. Hera's at 54 population. Tyler1 is going to run out of gold in 3.5 minutes, Box.
Ooh, looks like Hera's going for another expansion. Well, yeah, another one with the Acolyte. Tyler's going to have to make a play here, though. Like you said, 2,000 gold is left in the mine, so he's going to have to either take one of Hera's or go after the one that hasn't been crept yet.
Tyler1 is
Hera's
just...
doing a good job scouting.
Tyler's just... Hera's just camping his expansion, which is correct. Tyler1 has showed a propensity to attack into undead bases, and Blight gives...
No TP.
Extra regen. Yeah, this is no TP, no speed scroll even. No speed scroll, no TP is very, very risky.
With a very weak army right now as well.
3 units.
He's panicking, I think.
3 units. Goldmine for Hera hasn't started. He's focusing on maxing his army. He must be feeling that Tyler1 is looking for desperate windows of exploitation that really aren't there anymore. Tyler1 had a window at some point to take a third base in the bottom left, farm that, put down a tiny Great Hall, and then use wolves to scout where Hera is. He also had a window to maybe get some kills if he did some concerted target fire on the Death Knight, or target the Lich and then War Stomp the Death Knight at the right time. But it isn't quite materializing. These things are easy to say as an experienced player or as an observer, but Tyler1, with limited information, isn't quite sure of the game flow in the same way, of course. Well, he had such an incredible play in the first 20 minutes of the game, but Hera, through his own grit, through his own tenacity, has been clawing his way back into the series, Saul.
Yes, definitely. Hera is using all of the tier 3 tools, right, that Undead can offer. Disease Cloud, Frostworms, and so on. For Tyler1, we have a few Wyverns, yes, Berserkers, but there is no Envenom Spears, there is no, like, Kodo Beast with Aura. So on paper, the Orc army looks much weaker, and Orc army has no TP, while Hera is sieging the only mining base of Tyler. Tyler needs to react quickly, and is he going to fight or base race? I don't know.
Looks like he's gonna base race. It's a bit hard to make that work, Box.
In a scenario of base racing, he has no siege units right now. In a hypothetical scenario, if Farseer uses Earthquake and he uses Death and Decay, what would go down faster?
Death and Decay is percentage based, it kills a lot faster.
Percentage.
Additionally, Tyler elected to go double level 3 abilities, which is not wrong, by the way. That is correct in the situation, in my opinion. Though some people may be thinking, oh, he's missing the Earthquake, is that a mistake? No, this is actually usually better for fights, but you have to win those fights. Now, the Farseer moves melee into ghouls, into Frostworm. He's very exposed to a Coil Nova play. As a Wind Rider instantly goes down, there's a Frost Nova on the Headhunters. The Pit Lord in the midst of things. This looks really good for Hera, Saul.
Yeah, the fight is ongoing. Lich got level 6, but we don't care about this that much. Are we going for hero kill on the Pit Lord? No, the 600 HP coil connected just before the stop. And yes, Tower and Chieftain is on level 6. He will come back, but there is no other army. And we are ignoring Tower and Chieftain. We are going for the Farseer. Farseer is running away, but the Orc army has no damage.
Ash gets coiled. Tyler1 leaves the game. Hera with the GGs in the chat claps for himself, his hand on his head. He almost can't believe it. He probably never had a game quite like this, where someone leaned on him that hard. He was driven into a corner that ferociously, and then he managed to stand his ground and coil that ass to oblivion. A 33-minute game between two of our headliner players of this event, and Hera somehow makes the incredible comeback that few people could have imagined.
That was a wild game.
There was so many back and forth, right? First, like Tyler was winning with this expansion, with supply lead, then head out micro him, then Tyler was winning again. This was peak Warcraft, basically. Well, we got in the late game powerful undead heroes that kinda carried. We had like this actually smart approach from Tyler1. You know, that was like a very unusual game, you know. And we saw that the plan was okay, but this one moment when Tyler1 was sieging the undead base, he was so ahead, and then Tyrant Chieftain died twice, and undead hero levels went out of control.
That's exactly what happened. An insane series between these two, and we're gonna get the second map underway between these two. Now would be a good time for my moderators to help out. Actually, I can do it myself to quickly run an ad in between this moment. I think maybe the mods already helped with that. But if you don't want to see any ads during some crucial moments of the upcoming game, Twitch Prime is always an option. It does help support the show and makes these events even better, as a lot of investment can be done into production quality, headliners and whatnot. And of course, I greatly appreciate it if anyone has that lying around. And you won't see any ads, so thank you very much for your support for the show as we get the second lobby started. Hera is joining already. There's going to be a map choice for Tyler. He's currently contemplating his options. He has a choice between Autumn Leaves, which is the smallest map in the pool, or Lost Refuge, which is a map that has a lot of creeps and a lot of small, narrow, winding paths. Saul Apeman, if you were Tyler, would you open with Autumn Leaves or Lost Refuge right here?
Autumn Leaves all the time. We all remember what happened yesterday. Hera and Granite Golem level 9 monsters, they don't like each other that much. Yesterday I was like lurking in the stream, and let me tell you, seeing level 4 Death Knight dying to creeps, I understand it was a red camp, understand, you know, that Mr. Hera is like, you know, new to Warcraft 3, but that was a catastrophic mistake. And of course, I'm kidding a little bit, but yes, if I would just Tyler1, I would just take Autumn Leaves for the vibes. And if he wants to expand again, Autumn Leaves is pretty good for it. He can creep in a natural way, you know, he's like easy expansion, and then expand as fast as he wants, you know, if there is an opening like there. Man, a lot of emotions in this game, and we need to remember, right, this elimination, right? So if Tyler1 loses this map, he's out from the tournament.
That's right, that's right. The loser of this best of 3 is going to be eliminated in 4th place. That is the rank Tyler1 had in the OnlyFans Invitational in March 2025. Losing the 3rd place decider against a strategy that he greatly respected and an opponent that he greatly loves. Guzu with the Paladin rifles. Tyler1 wants more. One could even say that from the basis of that beginning of that first map here in this series, he deserves more. But ultimately, Warcraft 3 yields nothing for free. You gotta not just do the early game and the mid game right, you gotta be right all across the map and not throw the series away. Never entering the undead base is not a creed that you personally follow, Pox, but you would still be hesitant to commit more than a single warden to the undead base, as you know how scary it is.
Undead bases are terrifying. You've got the cold tower shooting at you, the Nerubian ziggurats, ghouls can surround you because you're slowed, everything gets bonus regeneration on blight. You know, God forbid the necropolis or whatever tier it is isn't producing or teching up. It's shooting at you as well. What's its attack range, by the way, the main base? 1,000?
I think it's 800, the same range as a watchtower and an arcane tower.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is a large range tower. It is, of course, difficult to take down as well, right? Because it's a main base. So, yeah, definitely something scary to run into. And, you know, from Hera's perspective, I freaking love that game. He shouldn't have any chance anymore to come back into it. What he did do very well was he found many great items for his Death Knight and Lich. He farmed a lot. He got level 4 Death Knight by minute 7 and 20 seconds. And then he got level 5. And he played his cards right. He didn't overcommit without a town portal. He kept himself alive. And he stayed in his base. He eventually took the counter expansion. But it was Tyler's game to lose. If he had only is a thought that's going to be on many people's minds. if he had only, quote unquote, if he had only TP'd a little earlier, if he had only war stomped when he town portaled out with his Tauren Chieftain level 5 deep in that undead base, if he had only waited till an 80 population army, then he would have had an army size and strength that would have been difficult to contend with. But those are thoughts for the past, and thoughts for the future is what he needs right now. No doubt he's in the coach tank with his coaches, thinking about what he's going to be doing in the next game, the map of which is going to be Autumn Leaves.
You know, when he sieged his base, when the TC died, I think he got a little flustered there, because I don't know if you saw, he actually ran in with the Farseer to give the TC an invuln potion when he already had the Greater on him.
Yeah, he used an invulnerability potion, and then he tried to use the other one, but there's a shared cooldown, right? And so somehow the Greater Invul potion ended up on the death on the TC, but he couldn't use it. Is that the order that it happened, Box? He put the second Invul before using the first?
Yes, he put the second invuln potion on the TC with the Farseer, and I think that's when he was used. I think between him and the TC, he had the Farseer and the TC. There were 9 consumables across everything, from TP, heal scroll, clarity, healings. I was looking at everything, seeing if he would get the juggle on correct. But I mean, sometimes, you know, you go into an undead base, you just start getting slowed, you're surrounded, everything kind of just goes to mush.
Yeah. A big mood difference between the two, as Tyler has his hands in the air as he was talking back angrily at whatever was being said. I don't know if it's his chat or coaches. He was not happy with the result there, whereas simultaneously, Hera smiles. And I think that's very symbolic of competition in general, not just Warcraft 3 competition. And it's something that in some times I wish I didn't know, that your joy is someone else's misery. That as you win and you get an achievement, someone else is having a bad time. But that's what competition is like, and it is symbolic for many parts of life. And this is how art imitates life. You have to be willing to stand for what you believe in and to fight for what you want to achieve. And that is the compact that everyone agrees when they enter a tournament like this. You will try to do your best, and if you're a gracious person that got defeated like Pox, then you will continue to be in a good mood. If you're more of a sore loser like me, then that could ruin your day, maybe even your week. Or perhaps you just hide it better, but you were graciousness itself.
No, I mean, like I said, when I came into this tournament, I used to have a very different mentality for video games. You know, I used to only play hardcore in every game I played. I would push myself to the limits in terms of like game balance. And then maybe like 10 years ago, I started burning out from every type of game I played. So I went with a more casual approach. Not casual in the sense of I play less, you know, I still play games 16 hours a day, but I look more for fun rather than trying to break the game at every single angle. And I'll still break it, but it's more of a natural thing rather than forcing myself. And this allowed me to kind of find the joy again in playing video games. So coming into this tournament, I was already a bit nervous because it's bringing out like the competitive side of me, but I think I handled it really well.
I think you did too. It sounds like a very healthy mindset that I'm sure some people could learn to benefit from as well, to try and adopt, though it's never easy. I certainly have tried to feel that way before, but sometimes that competitiveness has a mind of its own, it almost seems. But I'm very glad for you that you found such equanimity of spirit and that you're able to enjoy games without the Spartan approach of where it's only fun when you win.
It was a journey, all right. I was playing Minecraft, actually, modded Minecraft with my girlfriend yesterday when I went and looked at Hera's stats and saw he was on a 14 win streak and said, I'm sorry, babe, I gotta go practice. I wake up very early to talk with my coaches in the morning, but it wasn't enough. But you know what? I'm happy that I still tried a new style, you know, specifically against Hera rather than doing my typical harass. I was expecting for him to harass me, and it actually happened. Unfortunately, I did fumble a little bit with the micro, and his micro was phenomenal.
Yes, it was. It was. It needed every single ounce of shape that Hera scraped together in order to also do what he just did to Tyler1. A game to have nightmares about, no doubt, as he excused himself for a small break. And when he comes back, we're going to be able to have the second map of the series. Now, if Tyler was in a good headspace, in the same headspace that you seem to be in, Pox, he could simply repeat the same build again, improve 2 to 3 things, and just close it out better. Leverage the expansion, make sure heroes are protected at all times by Town Portal and Invulnerability Potion, get to 80 population army, maybe even add a second bestiary and get a large Windrider flock. There are few things more scary than a large Windrider flock with envenomed spears, together with a Warstone level 3. Sol. But is Tyler in that headspace, and can he repeat that build and bring it to a better conclusion?
That's a great question. Actually, I was thinking about this myself because from the one side, one hand, he met Imba, right? He was doing so well. It was like a little bit like Polar Rifle, right? You like damage the Paladin in the start, he damaged the undead army. And then he expanded his like big supply lead, and then bam, Coil Nova, bam, the undead army, the undead base. And from this big advantage, he lost. So it feels like Imba, feels like Polar Rifle. Back then, a few patches ago. So on the one hand, he may have this like unpleasant, feeling. On the other hand, he got into this winning position, right? And he can blame himself. His Tauren Chieftain died with big invul. And if it's going to happen again, we'll see, because the map is loading. Let's go.
Map is loading. No map overview. Both players are getting... we've waited long enough. We had a little bit of a break from both, so I'm just going to click on that button immediately. It's Tyler1 against Hera. Hera won, 1-0 in the lead. All good, bro. Do nothing well and win again. We love Undead.
It was Polar Rifle experience. It was Polar Rifle experience. You can see Mr. Tyler1 is adding a new strategy to the Imba category, I guess.
Yeah. I think that... that list of Imba is growing by the day. You didn't seem to complain against Dante. Look in, champ, it's not the race. He did the same thing, lol. 25 minute against 500 rating. Well played.
Okay, Grubby, give me your honest feedback. Is it a compliment that Hera is that Tyler1 is comparing Dantes to Hera? Is it a compliment or not?
By Tyler?
No, I mean, because, did I do a good job or a bad job as a coach? Because,
Oh.
Tyler1 says, okay, all of the others are the same, so it's a good or bad thing.
I think you worked with a very difficult challenge, a special needs child, and you gave him the best possible chance for success. And I think that's to your credit. Dante's looked better with your builds than I think he would have under my tutelage. So I think you did good, and you have nothing to be ashamed for.
Yeah, I thank you, because I was trying to give him this idea to play defensively in the undead base, and in kind of natural way it happened in game that we saw just between Tyler and Hera, right? So Hera knew that he had to wait until the storm is over, but I'm sorry for talking a little bit long, because we have a different opener. Pokes definitely knows a lot about this hero in the Orc Altar.
Oh yeah, Blade Master. We have two choices we can go with. We've got Mirror Image Creeping, and then we've got Windwalk for very early Harass. There is a shop coming up right away. Does this imply he's getting the Healing Salve and a Clarity and just beelining?
Yes, beelining for the undead base, no doubt. Tyler also sold the Town Portal. He gets 1-1-1, the H, S, and the C, the Heal Salve, the Clarity, and the Speed Scroll. He's missing his optimal tech timing, but not by many seconds. He also momentarily forgot that Second Burrow is not part of this build. What I think we're going to be having here is a Blade Master Shadow Underplay, as was meta maybe about a year ago to half a year ago in the Orc versus Undead matchup. Bestiary ×2 when tier 2 finishes, with a bunch of Wind Riders and tier 3. This is a build that focuses on a large amount of Wind Riders and spends the early game either trying to disrupt the creeping of an undead or going straight for the acolytes. Now Hera didn't make an early Nerubian tower against Farseer Headhunters, but it is perfectly timed against the Blade Master. Somehow Hera was prepared for this as well. The Nerubian tower being finished is not something I expected, but Hera's scouting finally knows what it sees. Many times did Hera lay eyes. Oh my god, even the build layout is good! There's a secret place for acolytes to escape towards, though he didn't get one of the acolytes there. And ignoring the Blade Master while continuing to creep and simply letting his Nerubian and the special escape panic room here to take care of the Blade is great. However, Hera didn't execute it that well. He could have simply pulled the Acolytes here and the Blade could have never gotten there. Together with the Nerubian, he had a checkmate on that harass. Even so, Nerubian being finished did help him a little bit. But I would still count that one as being in favor of Tyler by quite a large margin, Saul.
I mean, we see the tech timing, right? Orc is almost done, but Orc has no unit, so as you mentioned, is it going to be Double Beastary? By the way, very nice dust of appearance. Is Tyler1 going to jump for the item inside of this level 3 monster? There is an item. Tyler1 is thinking about this. Can he get the last hit?
He's trying.
Aaron needs to take that ghoul off.
Oh, he steals the creep.
Did.
Doesn't get the item. Windwall cooldown. He's gonna run away. He's still dusted. That's the second dust. Killing the creep is nice. It's a nice little XP denial after getting 2 Acolytes. That's about as much as you can get. Now heal solving and getting another clarity would be optimal. There's a small little funny thing that could happen where the Acolyte might cancel the heal solve and or the heal solve clarity. Hera would need to have really good map awareness in order to make that possible, or I guess Tyler could hit him and then it could happen. Hera doesn't reckon. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Heal solve cancel.
He does! He does! How nice. Yeah, that needs to be manually done since workers will not attack automatically. The only exception there, I believe, are militia.
Yeah, or when workers get attacked by other workers. They're like, okay, I can handle those.
Ah, okay. Kind of like a trainee versus a trainee. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
That's right. Tyler1 going for the double bestiary. He has enough supply available to make 2 Wind Riders. But within the next 20 seconds, he needs to make another burrow so that he can keep up Wind Rider production. And there we go. There it is. And he has a clarity running here. He caught wind of Hera's Death Knight, who is level 3. Very good creep route by Hera. There's a graveyard coming as well. And he sees the ghouls, the skeletons, and the Death Knight coming. You can't really do anything until you have a Shadowrunner with Hex coming out, which is 15 seconds away. But he still starts damaging the ghouls a little bit to make use of the remainder of his Windwalk timing.
Oh. Let's see if he ends up using the Crystal Ball offensively when Blade Master attacks and using it to reveal. Usually it's mainly used to scout expansions and see what the enemy is doing, but can also be doubled as a form of invisibility reveal. Here we go.
With this much mana, it's perfectly fine to Crystal Ball and start spamming Coil on the Blade Master so that he can't do much. Starts attacking a burrow. The first Wind Riders, they feel late to me, like they weren't started at the correct time. There's also a couple of auto attacks plus a coil that could lead to a peon kill. Tyler didn't pull any peons out of his gold, so this is perfectly fine to defend with. Wind Riders are in production. Hera is going to have to choose one of 2 ways to deal with this. When his tier 2 finishes, he can start Gargs, or he could start Fiends right now and then do a web upgrade when tier 2 finishes. Hex, ghoul attacks have begun. Hera should cut his losses and stop sacrificing ghouls here and just run the rest away. But he's trying to save every single one. A touching sight.
I mean, it's working for now. I'm not sure if it's worth wasting the time, but it's definitely working. Oh, here come an entire army of ghouls, actually. It's going to be a bit problematic versus the Windrunners. He did actually use the Crystal Ball to see him. He's got enough mana for 2 spells easily.
Ghouls around! He almost got the Shadowhunter ghouls around. Tyler1 moves his blade away. Heal solves and clarities himself. The Shadowhunter will continue to be threatened, as Wind Riders against ghouls is an unfair battle, where ghouls cannot attack back.
Looks like a third Wind Rider's coming out right now.
He has a third already.
Down goes Ghoul.
Should be chasing with the Shadow. The amount of mana that Shadow has, you could kill 4 more ghouls. And he's just going to start creeping, which is not good, because now he loses his heal of clarity. It gives a window of exploitation for Hera, who could coil and steal the creep. And he does. Might even get the item. Doesn't have the inventory space. He could summon skeletons and take the item, and he does.
Ooh.
Good plays by Hera here. As another ghoul goes down, Hera is pressuring air units with no anti-air. There's still one more coil, and the surround on the Shadowhunter! A hex on the Death Knight as Wind Riders are fighting against and dying to a creep. The Troll Trapper is the anti-air that Hera needed. A creep camp that should have never begun has taken names. As Hera gets a kill, and Tyler1, with a large bank, is struggling against an army that he should be beating. He's using rock, and he's losing to scissors.
We're going to get another Crystal Ball reveal here.
Need a heal pot here on the blades. He's very low.
Oh, he attacked and canceled his Windwalk.
Yes.
He doesn't have enough mana to Windwalk again. He could try Healing Solve and run.
He's dead.
The DK has
He's dead
aura.
on my screen.
Oh, here comes the Lich.
Oh, he's not in range for the coil. He's trying to get in range. The heal self got cancelled. He heal selfs again.
Reapplied it.
Web
We've
is
had an
finished.
idle Wind Rider in the base for quite some time now.
Web is finished in 4 seconds. There's 2 fiends here.
Looks like Blade Master is safe now. He has more HP than one coil can deal, but Death Knight found him. Blade Master needs to start running away. There is mana almost for double coil. It's a very dangerous situation for Tyler1, but he survives, and there is no... I mean, there is web, but okay, there is one Wyvern webbed. I think we'll have to fight in the middle now.
There is a fight happening in the middle. The Wind Riders are going to be having Venom soon. It's 2 seconds away from finishing. He actually does a Hex on the Lich. You should be hexing Fiends here. One Wyvern goes down there. A Fiend drops low. Another Fiend could be attacked right here. There's enough mana for another Hex. He does. This is still a very scary Orc army. And Tyler's getting some good kills. He's at 34 population against 33. Hera did make his way to tier 3. He's still making Fiends and statues. The Moss Wind Rider build is, in my opinion, one of the hardest to stop as an undead, Sol.
I mean, I would even... Okay, it's hard to stop, but it's also hard to execute as Orc, right? For a long time, Tyler1 had no army, right? Solo Blade Master, no Grunts, no Headhunters. Then, when Shadowhunter appeared, as you mentioned, he mixed a lot of opportunities with Hex. Because, you know, if you hex, sometimes even on pro level, you just hex Death Knight and actually kill him, right? Because Hera started to play a real undead and he's selling his TP.
Yeah.
But yes, this build is very powerful, but it's also very hard to do. And, you know, if I were you, I think you agree, Grubby, like already stealing the guy from the Goblin Laboratory, you know, with level 6 wild skin, while Tyler1 is not going for this like hex manipulation, the pulling of the camps. He's just creeping camps as they are.
Yes.
But he's getting stronger and stronger. Okay, high level move. Can you explain, Grubby? Do you like this Tower and Totem? Is just for Spirit Link to keep the Wyverns alive?
I like the Torrent Totem. It's not usually a part of the build, as they look to be creeping in the middle, 2 different camps. I do like it. I think Torrents add a lot of nuance to your army. It could either be walkers or it could be torrents. What I don't like is Tyler losing a Wind Rider, not the first one to creeps this game, as he continues tanking with Wind Riders against someone with 40 piercing damage. Healing Ward is a good item. He needs to now leave the middle. I'm very worried for Tyler. He's going to move up as part of his natural momentum into the map, but he needs to leave, go somewhere, creep something big and get Heal Ward. But yeah, normally you try to overwhelm someone with sheer numbers of Wind Riders, Sol, as you well know, has been the meta for the Orc against Undead for a long time. Blade. There's still Crystal Ball. There's still one Crystal Ball that could be used. Yeah, it's gonna be Torrents. So Wyvern's Torrents. I do kind of like that. You do need to kill one of your own peons, because 51 population is an eyesore and a terrible truth for your future economy, Pox.
Mistake I often make all the time. No,
Yes.
a mistake I try to fix, but you know, sometimes I look at my lumber situation and it's messed up already. Looks like Hera's at the shop. I wonder if we're gonna see Heal Scroll or Invon Potion purchased to kind of protect him against Hex combo. I guess you can't actually break the Hex combo, but nonetheless, DK with tanky items is always nice to have. You got a Scourge of Bone Chimes, interestingly enough. Looks like he sold it. Doesn't provide too much value to his army, as he only has a DK, a Ghoul, and an Abomination as the melee.
Tyler's looking for him now, mostly looking in the center, finding several camps that were already crept. He has a large army, but he's now out-leveled. 4-2 against 3-2. And Hera starts to be on the warpath and attacks with one heal scroll but no invulnerability potion. One ghoul goes down as Tyler comes to scramble for his base defense. Sol, this could be the determining fight of the game.
There is no TP on any player, there is no way to kite, they just need to attack each other. Wyverns are very fragile, but they deal a lot of damage. Blade Master is going for the Lich. Frost Armor perfectly played. Coil before Hex is looking good for the Undead here, but the Healing Ward cancelled immediately.
Finally, Hera knows how to recognize the healing wards and he takes it down immediately. It was placed rather easily, but it was often ignored as Tyler1 was targeting things with Frost Armor. His Wyverns flying into the battle first. No War Stomp to lock down the Fiends. There's another Frost Armor. There's another Coil. Hera is doing amazingly. It looks very good for Hera. I think the writing is on the wall. Hera is looking to take the second map here. There's a Crystal Ball in order to prevent the Blade from getting away. He's still in a heal pot. He does not use the heal pot. Tyler1 is gonna be swept away. GG's. Hera says Hera first. 0 talent. BG. Handicap race. Well played, bro. The aggressive GG by Hera. You've... oh my god. Oh my god. You don't know. Jesus. I'm uncomfortable watching this. Trash talk is something they both do, so we should allow them to.
I have to say, Tyler fumbled a little bit there in that fight. He didn't control, or he didn't focus fire with his Wyverns for quite a bit, and with that build, you really want to optimize picking off units one at a time. Not only because you can stack the Venom, but because they just have really high damage. Is that right?
I couldn't keep track of what you were saying because I was reading the verbal diarrhea out of both players. Oh my god. Yeah. Looks like Tyler not too happy with the outcome in that game. Hopefully he'll be able to look back with some pride about how he handled the first half of the first game. Though he's not happy with the outcome eventually in this game. No shame, of course, if we look at things objectively. Pox and Saul, there's no shame in losing to an in-shape Hera with the accolades that he has in Age of Empires 2 and the level of form that he has showed today and yesterday that has just been a lot higher than what he had shown on the ladder thus far. He has reached a level of evolution of play that looks like it's tournament ready, actually, and I'd be quivering in my boots if I was in the upper bracket final right now as being Simply and Yamato Cannon, Pox.
Yeah, I mean, well said. His performance over the past few days has went up exceptionally. You know, I fought him on ladder in a random queue just a few days ago before this, and he is not the same person. He is a force to be reckoned with. With that being said, Simply as well, every single one of these participants have shown crazy amounts of growth in the coming days. Simply went from being, I mean, I'm not going to say anything negative, but I didn't think he was really a threat into just all of a sudden coming out of nowhere with the bear form, just absolutely taking on Hera, and now going against Yamato, and Yamato as well, studying all the way into the late hours, even on tournament day.
And what do you think, Saul?
I mean, I'm just impressed by the amount of effort everybody like put into preparation. Goes for Tyler1, goes for Hera. You know, especially like the last few days before the tournament, I really saw, you know, that everybody was developing new strategies. Hera was like late with that, but you know, better late than never. And yes, that was impressive. I kind of, you know, I think Tyler1 should just replay the, you know, his Farsi strategy. He was willing to play something different, and that was cool. It was a hard build to do. And yes, just GG's to everybody, because everybody put so much effort, including you, Grubby, for organizing the event, of course. GG.
Both of you as well. Thank you very much for that. It's been an absolute joy to watch these events unfold. And the show isn't over yet. In fact, we're kicking things into overdrive because the final 3 series of this tournament today, they're all going to be played. They are in best of 5. Starting things off with Simply against Yamato Cannon to find out who will advance to the grand finals and get a guaranteed top 2 position, and who will need to battle their way through an on-form Hera. Pox, Saul 8man, thank you very much for joining me. We're going to be throwing it to a break. I leave the final words first to you, Saul, and then to Pox.
I said everything. Enjoy the games. The games are going to be very close. Everybody's prepared. Have fun, guys. I'll be lurking as well. GG's. Mr. Pox, Grubby, it was a pleasure. Bye.
GG's. Thanks. It was fun to have you. Pox, GG's.
Same here. Just really excited for everything. There's not really much else for me to say.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming on, and we'll be keeping in touch. All right, guys, we're going to be throwing things to a break. Things are being kicked into overdrive. We're going to be going to our upper bracket finals, best of 5, with Simply and Yamato Cannon right after this break.